All right. Hello, everybody. This is the moment you guys have been waiting for. This is SER 2017 Killer Instinct Top 8. I'm Paul B.
And I'm Zipstar of Team Body Bags. How y'all doing today?
So let's just get right into it, man. This is a pretty interesting tournament, right? So we know Killer Instinct has been out for a few years. It's had some ups and downs. We've got players coming and going. This is a really interesting tournament in that right now we're seeing a lot of people, at least for me personally, that I don't recognize in the bracket, right? We've got some big names in there, and we can start talking about the top 8 right now. So we've got, obvious contenders like Circa Nicky.
Yeah.
Yep.
We all know him.
We've got Swordsman, who's done really well at past tournaments like KI World Cup and EVO. I think he got 9th place at EVO like 2 years ago. Mm-hmm. So we've got Swordsman, and I mean, that's no surprise there. But everyone else pretty much in the bracket, at least that I saw, is sort of a surprise, sort of a newcomer. And I think it's a really interesting time for the game where people who maybe didn't have an opportunity or just took a little bit extra time to learn the game are now having their moment to shine. And it's really cool to see the new faces and see what kind of new play styles they bring to the table. So here's our top 8, right? We've got Nicky and the Chronicle in the top of the winner's bracket. And Nicky obviously is a Fulgore / Mira player, but I think he's mostly sticking to Mira at this point. Mm-hmm. Chronicle is a Jago, Shadow Jago, Gargos. I mean, everybody's
Aria.
got that pocket Gargos right now. I mean, why not, right? At this point, everybody's got a pocket Gargos. The Chronicle is definitely rocking that Gargos these days. Jackal, I think, is pretty much straight up Gargos.
Strictly Gargos.
Strictly Gargos, right, yeah.
A little bit of an Eyedol, but he's a Gargos at heart.
Right, so then we've got Emperor Menzo, who we know from back in Season 1. I remember competing with him in Season 1 at EVO, and he was generally a Glacius player up until recently in Season 3. He really took a liking to Rash. So now, and I think, the type of player that Menzo is, if you've ever played him, he's kind of nuts.
Yeah, he's
kinda
a wild
nuts.
one.
Yeah, so
it
I think
fits him well.
Rash, I think, is sort of a perfect fit for him. So it's cool to see. I think he's been consistently making top 8s at the tournaments he's been showing up to with Rash. So it's really cool to see what he brings to the table. When I watch him play, I have no idea what the hell's going on.
No. I don't think anybody that doesn't play Rash really knows what's going on with Rash.
I think you're totally right about that. So then on the loser's side of the bracket, we've got Element, Swordsman. We just talked about Swordsman a little bit. Stylo and Aphex. Aphex is another Rash player, but I think the thing I just want to point out before we get right into it is that we've never really seen these guys play in top 8s for the most part, right?
That's right.
We've seen Swordsman, obviously, but we haven't seen these other guys. So let's get right into the match. I'm really excited to see what these guys bring to the table.
This is going to be such a good match. I am excited for this. Chronicle is a good friend of mine. Team Hollywood, our training team with F3 Sleep. And then we got Circa Nicky. Everybody knows that, man. We see the Gargos on screen.
Wait, so he's going straight to Fulgore?
He went to Fulgore.
All right. I've heard that Nicky actually thinks the Mira Gargos matchup is in Mira's favor, which I think a lot of people don't agree with, but he thinks that's the case. But he's going right with Fulgore. I don't think he wants to mess around.
Yeah,
he's going right in.
Well, if he can reach Gargos at the pinnacle of his jump, that's a really good sign in a matchup. So I think I like what he's doing here.
Right. If you can contend with the Psycho Demon block recovery decently, I think that's usually where a lot of players struggle. So here we go. Let's get right into it.
All right. And Nicky on the attack gets caught with a low medium.
All right. So this is going to be a good spot for the Chronicle to start the Gargos Vortex, but Nicky's footsies gets him out. All right. What's the mix-up here? This is really strong positioning for Nicky, but he gets turned around.
That was a great move to put on him in the corner. And he's going at him again. Oh, he didn't do the light DP after that Psycho Crusher. After you see that, you think he's going to do that every time.
Yeah, I don't think that was an intentional shadow counter, but it really worked out for him. And he's getting slowly pushed back to the corner. Nice break.
I think that Chronicle should establish a zoning game first before he gets this going. Get some minions on the board.
All right, this corner positioning for Gargos is really scary. Minions out.
All right, you got the one, and that's exactly what he wanted right there.
Nice bait on the DP.
And another whip DP from Nicky.
Yeah, so here's the thing with Gargos. Once the minion is out, even a DP is really not that strong of a move unless he connects with both Gargos and the minion, and that's really not happening, as you can see for Nicky.
Chronicle's got his number on those DPs also. We're going to see command grab. It's all good. He's got him locked up. Going to get some nice damage. Oh, no!
He goes for the command grab reset, but gets a read on from Nicky. So he's going to turn this around now. And Gargos still has a super armor, so only heavy hits will actually count your throws. Instinct's
Doing
over.
the zoning like he needs to do right now. But Nicky got right through with a couple fireballs. All right, now we're in a bad spot. When you're in the corner game, overhead, just like what we're talking about.
Gotta guess. So we can already see Nicky has a DP, which should be able to deal with the Cycle Crusher recovery pretty quickly. This might be, oh, okay, good break.
Just extended that combo a little too long, and now the corner pressure's going, and that DP's gonna catch every single time.
Yeah, Nicky's
finally caught his groove.
He's sort of just waiting it out. He's letting Chronicle hang himself at this point. At some point during that game, I think Chronicle realized that Nicky wasn't dealing well with the recovery of the air Cycle Crusher, the move that spirals out of the air.
Overhead.
So he sort of just kept abusing it. He sort of got stuck in that tunnel vision of that game plan. But Nicky did adjust towards the end and started just DPing it every time.
Every single time.
And then we saw at the end there, he pretty much was just waiting for the Chronicle to do something, wait it out, punish it, get it done, and that was pretty much how he ended the round.
Yeah, once he saw he had that health lead, he said, I mean, there's nothing you can do that's safe enough. He just punished him on all of it, close out the game. And now we're going to get Aria. This is a really good pick. Aria, Gargos, Aria Fulgore is a really good pick.
This is largely considered to be top 3, maybe the best character in the game by the community for a long time now. This character's been relatively unchanged, pretty strong since the end of Season 2 when she was introduced. But Fulgore is probably one of the characters that does better with her, I think, against her. So we'll see if Nicky has the matchup knowledge. Not a popular character, not a character we see a lot, not a character that top players generally get a lot of experience against. So we'll see how he deals with her.
And Chronicle does have a wild Aria. His mix-ups are really strong if he can get his offense going, and that's the problem. If he doesn't get it going, Aria eats a lot of damage really fast.
Yeah, he really just needs to escape at this point and set up the zoning game with the assists. He still has both assists. He's getting stuck here in the close game with Nicky, which is not good for him.
Yeah, he put himself back in the corner. He had his way out.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of that mix-up. It was a bit risky. So Nicky still has corner positioning. Instinct is really strong for Aria, but gets caught jumping.
All bodies are going to be taking damage right now. Wall splat, mix up low, and it's good.
He's going to go overhead this time. Nice DP there.
There we go. Good read on that. Got the block.
Oh, he could have extended that combo a bit more to optimize the damage, but
yeah, he wouldn't have got a kill, but he would have got some good damage off of that.
Nice footsies. Yeah, that's the obvious heavy, and Nicky goes for the break. Is that a... Oh, okay.
What a forward dash from Chronicle. That was really good. I think that was a reaction.
Nicky's getting really wild with these DPs. It's really interesting. I'm not sure what he's going for at that close range.
I like Chronicle wasting out his instinct right there. That was very smart on his part. A very good combo to stagger.
Yeah, good of him to set the distance. I hope he tries to set up the zoning game a bit more. Gets caught on the back dash.
On the second hit of that forward heavy.
Nice. He's got to read that Nicky's likes to do the short combos and go for the vortex instead, and he did an immediate guest break on that light.
And he doesn't really need to break everything. He can just let some of this rock and just be ready to block and punish. Okay, I like the juggle. I think that was a waste of meter though.
And I think he's gonna be missing those resources later on. So it's a tough spot for Chronicle. I think he still has the second body with a very small amount of health, and then the third body, which is generally not considered to be one of the stronger bodies.
Yeah, Nicky's gonna, he was gonna take that out really fast. I thought he was gonna go for some chip, but that teleport DP was perfection.
Oh no, I'm sorry. In this case, he still has the blade body, which is generally considered to be the strongest body, and he has instincts. You can definitely make this comeback.
Okay, I like that juggle.
So we get a punish here. Yep.
And the lockout is that gonna lead the game? Yes, it is.
It is. That's good recognition from there. On Nicky at the end to extend the combo with the shadow and get the ultra.
Very smart play. And he's putting a little bit of that style on him. Put a couple teabags on him.
like you do, right? So, I mean, this is 3 out of 5 all throughout top 8, right? So we've got Chronicle still has one more chance. I think he's going to go to character. So.
He wants a character, so I think he's trying to signal for it, or they're not going to give it to him?
Yeah.
I guess not. I think the fight's happening.
Oh, he's going in, okay.
He's doing a good job. Those are good, a few good setups.
Yep. I feel like he could be more effective in this matchup at a long distance, but he's favoring the vortex and mix-up style that Aria has, which is very strong and low.
That's correct.
So here's the setup.
He caught Nicky on some plus frames right there. I think Nicky knew that he couldn't press anything.
I think that setup was not what he was looking for. I think he missed on it.
Ooh, look at
wow,
that.
That was really good.
Kind of dirty. I didn't expect that to happen.
It's hard to visually tell if he's in the lead with the life bars, but I think he is.
I think he is. I'm pretty sure. And he's going to get punished bad for that. Oh, no.
A little bit of the stuff right there. Okay. Nice wake-up jab.
That was a good jab confirmed, too. Nice mix-up's real, and that's going to be death to that body.
So I think generally, strong Fulgore players don't like to favor the vortex-heavy projectile mix-up style on wake-up because it makes him build meter not as quickly, but I think in that case he just wanted to end the life bar. It's a smart play. His reactor's building up again.
Yeah, his reactor's still moving pretty fast, even though he's shooting a good amount of fireballs. It's finally slowed down. Chronicle's defense is lacking right now. That's what he needs to tighten up on. His offense is fine when he gets it going. And a very good counter breaker.
So let's see how he can maximize his damage and see if he can get a decent enough setup or set.
Get hit.
Oh, very nice DP. Nice cancels. Really good blocks from Nicky here. I think it would have been. He was probably thinking a DP was going to come out with this Ultra. Nice break.
He needed that break.
He still has a chance.
Nicky has to get something right now. No, he wanted the landing frames. No good. Nicky's going to get
that
a punish.
Is punishable on block. Unlike a lot of shadow moves, some are plus, some are 0. He didn't have meter to shadow counter, but that is one of the few shadow moves in the game that is actually just straight up punishable.
Free blocks. What are we going to get from Chronicle? He's scared. He's getting caught in the vortex. Oh, what a button from Nicky!
Wow. That was... I saw some fundamentals come out there. Really happy to see some nice footsies. So what usually happens in situations like that, especially with more experienced players, and like inexperienced players, and we were talking about that, right? A lot of the guys here are sort of new to top 8. Nicky is not, right?
That's right.
And you can almost immediately see in that situation, the Chronicle, when both players are sort of at neutral, and they're both in danger, both of the players sort of get scrambly, right? And they get a little crazy. You could see the experience just come out there from Nicky. Well, he mostly just stood still and let the Chronicle kind of hang himself, right? Chronicle
he did
got
that
a little
at the close of every round.
He did that at the close of most of the rounds at this point, but it was great control from Nicky to see that he's just going to sit there and see, like, I don't need to do anything right now. I can sort of just play footsies at this range and try to confirm into Ultra, and that's exactly what I did. That was a really strong play.
A big thing about that was just confidence in his blocks. He knew what he could do at a certain range, and he's like, what are you going to do about it? You throw something out, I'm going to punish that. End of the story.
I really would have liked to see the Chronicle continue that pressure when he had Nicky in the corner at one point. Nicky had no meter. And in this game, you need meter to shadow counter, otherwise you're sort of just stuck blocking, right? Though Fulgore doesn't have a DP, I still would have liked to see the Chronicle set up. He was really, because Nicky throws out DPs like crazy, and then you respect them, and then that means Nicky has more leniency. He has more leeway in neutral to sort of like bully his opponent, right? And that's how he establishes his game. I would have liked to see the Chronicle keep the pressure on and say, I know you're DPing me, I know you're throwing them out, but I'm going to keep the pressure on. You don't have meter. I recognize that. I would have liked to see a little more of that, but you know, it's still good. Still really good showing from a player that's relatively new to this level of competition.
Yeah, he adjusted well over time in each match. The first one was pretty bad, and then he just progressively got better, and that's a good thing to see from a player. Now, who do we have now? We have Menzo versus Jackal. Gargos, Rash.
So this is going to be interesting. I keep hearing that, right? Everyone knows how much I love Gargos.
Yeah.
But I keep hearing that Rash is sort of like the answer to Gargos. I'm not sure how much I believe that.
Yeah. I don't know. I have rarely witnessed that matchup.
This will be really interesting to see.
Yeah.
Jackal is not new to top 8s. Neither is Menzo. I mean, both of these guys know how to compete at the highest level. I'm really curious to see what happens here.
I want to see how Gargos can handle the insanity that Rash is going to throw at him. Most tall characters tend to have a hard time with Rash because Rash can do the up tongue. The up tongue, if he can catch the height of your character, it leaves him more plus than he would be, and more frame advantage than he would have against other characters where his up tongue is going to whiff.
Right.
And he has to just go off of the overhead afterwards. I want to see what Gargos can do about it.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, I think for the most part, the neutral game is going to be in Gargos' advantage. But the knockdown game, who knows, actually. There's never a neutral moment when you're fighting Rash. It's generally just tongue flying around, ball, all this stuff. I don't think neutral exists when Rash is on the screen. So we'll see if, and that's really what Menzo needs to do in this matchup, because as soon as he starts respecting the neutral too much and letting Gargos do what he wants to do, that's when he loses. He needs to go in and take every opportunity he can to get in.
Yeah, standing heavy kick from Gargos. I think that it has enough invincibility frames, upper invincibility frames, that it will be able to get Rash off of him whenever he's putting on that pressure, the tongue pressure.
Okay.
So I want to see how Jackal wants to handle this, because
if he's aware,
he knows more. If he's aware of that, if he's aware of that, I've seen Sleep do it before. So we'll see what we get.
I mean, we know these Gargos players out here. I don't have to say anymore.
You think Gargos is you think Gargos is playing them, or are they playing Gargos?
Right. You know Laura. You ever play SF5?
Yeah.
I think the same people that would play Laura in that game would play Gargos in this game. The same kind of person. You know
I can't argue with that.
It's the kind of person that you go out to lunch with or something like that. It's like, yo, man, I ain't got any money. It's like, you just finished. You're done. Like, what else?
Why are you telling me now?
Anyway.
And he goes to Eyedol. All right.
So we've been talking about Gargos for 30 minutes, and now we get Eyedol. So clearly he doesn't like the matchup. He definitely knows something that we might not know about this matchup. But I'd be curious to see what he does with Eyedol. Relatively unexplored character, actually, at a high level.
Very true. Very true. See that the height of Eyedol is just going to leave him open for that kind of pressure,
and it's really going to make things more ambiguous as he goes into like cross-up setups. So I mean, this is Rash's game. He's good in the neutral. He's sporadic, but he's also really good at this sort of like mix you up while I'm in your face vortex game. It's not even so much of like a left-right vortex. It's just hard stuff to react to.
50-50 quotation marks.
Yeah, I mean you can sort of react to that overhead, but his low threat is pretty good too at that range.
Yes. And right now, okay, there we go. Jackal's finally got something going after being stuck in the corner the majority of the match. 18 seconds in, he finally got his first combo.
And that's what I was talking about, the sporadic neutral, or the neutral that just doesn't exist. If Rash is not in, he will be in. He always gets in.
He's going to get in.
That was a really good shadow counter. Good recognition, but immediately broken. There's the end of it.
What a air-to-air.
That heavy kick is such a great button from Rash, not only to control space on the ground, but in the air as well. I mean, you can see that, right? He's favoring it off.
That's one of the best buttons in the game.
It really is. It really is. As is the sweep version, the crouching version.
The range on it is insane.
Yep, so he's...
All right, what do we going to get? Shadow DP? Nope.
Wow, nice grab. I think Jackal is just sort of one step behind Menzo at every point here.
I think he's just being too afraid. He doesn't want to press anything, and it's just leading to him getting opened up. He's not trying to fight back. You have to fight for your space.
It's a clear lack of... I mean, Menzo's been playing this character, I think, since release at this point, and I think this is a clear preemptive counter pick.
Yeah.
Or a preemptive not picking the bad matchup. I would have liked to see Jackal just try Gargos at first. I mean, I always encourage KI players to do that because matchups in this game really aren't that bad. I mean, 6-4 maybe. 6-4 is 7-3s even this game are super rare if they exist at all. And the combo breaker mechanic really... It really equalizes a lot of things. So I would have liked to see him just go for Gargos and try it. He'll probably switch now, but now he's down one. I get, in a 3 out of 5, you have that breathing room. You have sort of that space to say, all right, I'm going to experiment for the first time. I don't like the matchup. I'm just going to give this new character a try. But clearly inexperienced, especially in that against a Rash of that caliber.
Yeah, he had no idea what to do with that rush down. I just wanted to see him throw a few more DPs out. I mean, you normally don't want people to throw DPs out willy-nilly, but when you see that Menzo's putting on pressure where he's not letting up on his buttons 1 second, come on, let him fly.
You have
Make
to establish down. You have to establish the threat at some point just to let him know, like, you can't just do whatever you want on me, right? You can't just do an overhead every time I wake up or a low. You have to respect me occasionally.
Exactly.
So here he goes. He's going right in. Obviously, Jackal's going to have a lot more experience with this character, so it's going to a little bit more controlled, even if he doesn't like the matchup.
Exactly. He's doing very well right now.
Yeah, this is a great start for him. I mean, he's got the positioning. He goes right in for the mix-up. He doesn't have any meter to set up the threat of the minion yet, so he's going for mix-ups.
I like that.
That's a good break.
I like that Menzo woke up and blocked a second ago and just let him do what he wanted to do.
Yeah.
Didn't worry about the dash-up grab or anything.
I love this reactionary style that Jackal's playing, right? I mean, Jackal probably knows his play style, and he saw from the last game, he's just going to go in, he's just going to come at me, so I'm going to wait and play reactionary. Look at that sweep, man. That's really good footsies, and the anti-air so far has been on point. This instinct is really hard to deal with, so we're going to see how Menzo can convert this and see if he can make a comeback.
Yeah, this one's going to get dangerous. He's going to convert combo. Yes.
Yep, ender into continuation.
Very good break. Very necessary. Standing heavy kick.
Nice. I like that. Good fundamentals from Jackal. Stopping the jump in. This is great. This is really controlled. This is what I was talking about, right? This is his character. He knows what to do here.
That's right.
He knows how to control space.
The minion's down. I thought he was going to help him get out of the combo.
I don't know what's happening. I don't know what the hell is happening right now.
I didn't understand the side switch stuff going on there, but Jackal's going to be able to get out of this.
Yeah, that's guaranteed in that situation. So right now,
stealing the meter. I like the idea.
Menzo's just got to do a lot of guessing at this point.
He tried to throw that heavy kick out just a little bit out of range. Spacing was too.
Oh, he accidentally grabbed the buddy. That happens.
Standing heavy kick. So he knew it. We spoke about that before the set started, and he knows it. Standing heavy kick is a great tool in this matchup.
I think that was definitely probably misinput from Menzo to do the up done there. He's probably trying to go for an up back or an up forward to get a mix up.
Jackal's doing great. At this point, he can just stay back.
I'm not sure what Menzo could do to bring this back. This is really great for Jackal.
He got the health gauge right there with the grab.
Jackal
doesn't got corner position.
Yeah, he doesn't need to take any risks either. I mean, he's generally not been taking them, and it's been working out for him. So at this point, it's pretty much going to be more of the same for Jackal to just tie this home, unless Menzo can do something really wild here and unpredictable.
Very good block.
Great block.
Right, the minion's out. He's hit. Juggles.
He's going to get mixed. That's.
And the minion saves the day.
No doubt. I love this character. I love Gargos. I love him.
I like how he meatied Gargos, but he didn't meaty the minion. So the minion's like, hey, what's
up?
Oh,
yeah, right.
Delayed wake up.
It's like, I'm doing everything right, and I'm getting hit. I'm doing it all right. And again, I'm getting hit. I got behind. I lost the game. But that is Gargos. That is what the minion provides for you.
That is right.
I mean, Menzo could switch characters here. That was pretty. I mean, that was pretty convincing. It got a little closer towards the end. That was pretty convincing. He could go to Glacius, but
I don't think so. Need for him to switch.
Yeah, I don't either. I think if he was smart, he would just stick with it.
Yeah, I think he should just stick with it. Even though I do think that Glacius does very well against
Gargos.
Does he?
Okay.
I think so. I mean, you can contest him in the air.
Yeah.
You can keep him. You can keep him grounded. Even if you whiff a shatter, the speed of Gargos' jumps, you can just whiff the shatter and then come up with him with a jump heavy kick.
And still have time to react. So yeah.
But like I said, he did very well with. He knows this matchup.
Yeah, I wouldn't switch. I think if things went now, I mean, Jackal obviously knows something right about Menzo, and now things could go even worse for Menzo. At that point, it might be a good idea to switch, but we'll see. I mean, he's got the momentum right now. He's got the positioning. He's in the corner. This is such a hard place to be against Rash, and Menzo definitely knows how to control this.
Oh, yes, he does.
Oh, wow. I don't know if that was an intentional little shimmy, but I'm really excited right now. That was pretty incredible.
So
nice.
Flip out into the low again, and Jackal's health gauge is getting depleted early on.
Yeah, so activation of the super armor. Menzo needs to land a heavy, which is not that hard to do, actually. A grounded heavy, it's not that hard to do with Rash, since that standing heavy kick is so good.
Oh, yeah.
And again, we've got a conversion.
And that's health gauge.
Is that it? Okay, so this is a great adjustment from Menzo.
Oh, yeah.
Back into that corner position.
Puts him right back where he wants him.
Overhead.
And the games begin.
There it is, baby.
You knew it. Good call. Does he go for it again? Oh,
Oh, I like it. I like it a lot.
I have never seen that.
Missed it that time, though. This is a long road for Jackal, but I mean, it's not unheard of. He's got full meter here. If he can do this, if he can cast this out, set up another 1 or 2 setups, and the life bar.
Shadow command grab into there. That would have put him right on the brink.
Yeah, this might have been a mismanagement of resources on Jackal's part.
Yeah, Minion's already got 2 hits on him.
Yeah, what did he even break there? That was insane. Like I said, I don't know what the hell's going on when Rash is on the screen.
Not many do. Okay, there we go.
Okay,
he's finally got the hook.
Like I said, right, so this would be that time where 2 meter would just be really strong for Gargos, where he can set up his zoning game and try to play the long, slow game, but Menzo's already made a conversion here in the air, and I'm going to try to catch this out yet, and really Chip will do it at this point.
Yeah, this is going to be game. A Ram's head on wake up will kill him.
If Jackal does this, he's my favorite player ever, but no, it didn't happen.
Yeah, that was a long shot. Look at Menzo. Menzo's feeling himself, man.
But this is what happens with Gargos. Like, he's really strong. A lot of people complain about him and stuff like that. His zoning, mid-range, long-range game is solid. But if you can get him on the ground early and get a couple good guesses in there, you can maybe deplete an entire life bar. And we saw that happen. We saw that pretty much happen last game. And this might happen again this game.
Yeah, Gargos is a character where you have to have very strong defense. He doesn't have a lot of ways out of it. As we see right there.
Right. You have to sort of hold the mix-up. If you can't block it, and until you build meter to maybe shadow counter, but even then it can be baited.
That's right.
So this is a good turnaround. But that immediate break from Menzo is not a good sign.
I feel like that was a huge waste of instinct, and now he's back in the blender.
Good block,
Okay,
nice
that
grab.
was a good grab. All right, 1 million on the field. He's going to be hit. The punish.
What's the
Was that
setup?
open? What?
All right, just controlling space. Didn't want to go for anything fancy, letting the minion do his work. Very
Very
nice
good.
recognition. Menzo's definitely been breaking a lot of these spots. So, again, Gargos not a character that does like crazy damage. So we've still got a little bit of work to do here.
He honestly does 4 damage at this point. They've nerfed him so many times.
Yeah. But, I mean, he has a lot of other strong tools to compensate for that. So
That was a smart move by Menzo. Did you see that turnaround tongue on the minion? Gets a meter and put a hit on him?
nice. That was brilliant. Okay, so we got a pretty much even game going here. Jackal is about to build another instinct.
I like that Jackal was trying to start his offense off to start this round, but Menzo took control really fast.
Yeah, so you can see that Menzo's just quickly trying to end the neutral situation. He wants to get in before Gargos can establish anything.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm
The
not sure
whiff
I
punish
agree
made
with
him
that
pop
immediate
it.
break on the armor. He could have still spent some time with that to really convert some of it.
Oh, baby,
no.
what is going on? Who did
Oh
it?
no. You know, it's times like these. You know, every modern fight stick has a button on it where you can sort of lock these buttons out, right? It has a switch. It's the tournament switch. It's the I don't want to lose a match in
Because
2
I pressed
seconds
start,
by
yeah.
pressing start. Everyone forgets about that switch, but you got to switch that thing on, man.
Yeah. I mean, in all honesty, it's been happening a lot in Tournament for Killer Instinct, and I think that's due to the fact that X is very, very close to the start button.
I think we got a lot of mashing going on. I think that's what we got. These guys need to calm down, okay? Stop mashing. Take it easy. No, but it does. Yeah, it does happen.
When things get intense, man, you know, a little bit of mash got to happen. And you know what rhymes with mash, don't you?
Right. I'm gonna go and say it was Menzo. I'm just gonna say. I'm still not sure. I'm just gonna assume it was Menzo. Jackal,
Well,
look
it
at
had
Jack-
to have been. It had to have been because Menzo was up 2-1.
That's
so, yeah, it would be over with if it was Jackal.
I mean, Jackal looks collected, right? He looks cool. He's chilling. He's just hanging out, right? Rash is going absolutely insane. It has to be the Rash player. The Rash player is always one who's gonna be pressing all sorts of buttons all over the controller. So let's see. Here we go.
All right, going back
2-2.
into
This is
it.
for everything right here.
This
Jackal
for the
is
money.
praying that Menzo presses start again by accident.
I think Jackal wants an honorable win, but I know dang well he'll take it.
Honorable, he's playing Gargos. Anyway. So this is, again, we've seen this situation a lot. And this happens early on, right? We were talking about if you can get that position early against Gargos, you can set up a lot of offense. But Jackal has turned the tide here. Now he switched the corner around.
He's doing well. He's doing a lot of grab punishes on Menzo's negative buttons. And last time he was just letting him get away free with it.
Exactly. You need to know that. I think that Rash will oppress you if you don't know when you can press a button. And there are a lot of times you can press a button. It all looks safe. It all looks plus, but it's not. You have to do your homework against this character.
That's right. This could be. I
This
like
is a good
it.
situation. I think she air grab here.
I
Okay,
thought he
goes
was
for the
gonna go
anti-air.
air
Yeah.
grab. That'll work.
I think he
He's
might have
got
been
the
unsure
corner.
about it. Yep.
Ooh,
This is
crouching
crazy.
heavy
This is fun.
punch.
Yeah.
Shut it down.
So
It's that
yeah,
minion.
that was a really good spot for Jackal to close out the round. I mean, he had the minion, he had the armor, he had pretty much everything on. I wouldn't really see Menzo getting in at that point.
All right, that was a good
Great
block.
block,
The minion.
yeah,
Oh, he wanted the juggle. It's no good.
Overhead again. So we've got corner positioning again. That's one thing Rash excels in is that corner carry, but good break on
I
the
like
shadow.
that break. Ooh,
Nice
anti-air
anti-air.
the tongue.
That was almost preemptive, like an anti-air read. That was really great. Nice blocks again. Counting on the minion to help him out there.
Oh, no. The minion's not going to get there in time to save him either.
Rash, also not a character that does a ton of damage and doesn't have any shadow to tack on there, but this is totally still doable on Jackal's side. Totally still doable.
He can do it. But a one chance is going to end his whole tournament life.
I do not agree with that use of meter. I think it would have been better spent on the minion, especially with the armor. He could have set up some really valuable setups. I think he's counting too much on the zoning game, on the spacing. He's down too much life at this point. I'm not sure he can keep Rash out for that long. But here you go. He gets
some
started.
resets. Yeah,
He's keeping it short. He doesn't want to get broken. He doesn't want the neutral. He doesn't want the offense to switch.
I like the throw on the minion. Made him waste that meter. All right. Menzo is getting antsy. He got him.
Wow.
Wow, popping off.
Is he going for full ultra?
Well, he is letting
Rash
it go.
players, man.
The disrespect.
We didn't even get to see it.
Oh, man.
I mean, that was great. That was great recognition at the end. And as I was saying, like, I think Jackal at the end decided, with such a life deficit, to play the slower game, even at the end, control the space, see if he can get random hits here and there, straight hits, land the combo, and then go for the vortex. But I think the deficit there was just too much, and the game plan was clear, right? The game plan was clear towards the end that Jackal wanted to stay out and try to. I mean, that was working out for him for the most part across most of the games. The space control, anti-airs, all that stuff. He's like, I've already figured out that I can keep him out if I try, right? It was very clear that that was going to be his game plan to the end. And Menzo quickly recognized that at the end and did a move that had armor to just sort of go through it and finish it off. I think
that was a smart move by Menzo.
I would have loved to see a more aggressive switch around there at the end.
The moment he should have got aggressive is when he threw the minion and he knocked him out of the Shadow Wrecking Ball. Now he has no meter. Now you don't have to worry about Wake Up Shadow Boot or, to get him off of you. So that was when he could have started putting on the command grab pressure and he could have took control and took that game. But we saw how it played out.
Yeah, just like we talked about Gargos having a hard time when he's on the ground unless he has, meter to do a shadow counter. Rash has the same problem. He has no invincible reversal without meter. So if you can get him on the ground and get him to stop flying around, you can mix him up. You can do a lot of stuff, and Gargos definitely has that mix-up game with his command grabs.
Command grabs, minions, all that. Yeah, it gets dirty whenever he's putting the pressure on.
So here comes some biased commentary.
What you got?
We've got Swordsman coming up. Swordsman 09. Look at those shoes, man. Look at those shoes. So I think you guys, if you know Killer Instinct, have obviously figured out who this guy plays. He's a Cinder player. He's done really well in the past. He got 9th at EVO the first time he went. I think that was like 2 years ago. He did really well at KI World Cup. I would really like to see him take this entire tournament. I think if anyone could take Nicky out here, it'd be him. I think Swordsman has an opportunity to turn things around. His opponent, on the other hand, plays Hisako. This is Element. I hear Cinder players say they don't like this Hisako matchup, and I think Hisako is generally a really hard to deal with character in Season 3. She's really good, but I think Cinder is one of the characters that generally does really well against.
Yeah, that's what I would assume.
He's got the DP. He's got a DP that leads, it doesn't only get you off of him, but it leads to full combo, and that's really a way to shut down a lot of Hisako's mix-ups, and a lot of her mix-ups are in the air, so she can't parry.
Yeah, correct.
So let's see what happens here.
That is one thing that Element is fond of, is that teleport. So if Swordsman catches hold of that quick in the early goings of the game, it'll be a dangerous deal for him.
Yeah, it's interesting to establish that so early because I think, Swordsman's obviously going to be looking out for now, but that was a really good counter there. This is going to lead to some pretty significant damage. And now Hisako gets a setup. What's it going to be? Overhead or low or command grab? Same side. He tried to jump out there.
Yeah, he held up.
Yeah, I think he's just generally trying to get away from the mix-up. Hisako's a really scary character when you're on the ground.
Yeah, and I will say that Cinder doesn't have the buttons to really contest her on the ground. Not many characters do, but Cinder is at a real deficit when it comes to that.
Wow, yeah, you're totally right. That was a crazy shadow counter. Good break on the light, keeps him alive just a little bit longer to maybe turn this around and get a little bit more damage before his life bar ends.
He wanted to catch that Inferno into Shadow Trailblazer.
I think what we're seeing is what you were talking about, right? What buttons does Cinder have, or what tools does Cinder really have on the ground to contest with this dash and these really great normals that Hisako has? Not a lot, right? I think Cinder needs to play a little more in the air. We're seeing him get caught on the ground over and over with these normals and this dash. And there we go, a really great bait on the DP.
Yeah, that was very good patience there. Got the counter breaker.
He's got quite the read on Swordsman at the moment. I mean, this is going to bring him pretty close to death. Let's see if he's going to go for the wall splat and then maybe go for a mix-up to try to end it. It really doesn't matter at this point. He has such a life deficit, he can kind of just do whatever he wants.
Yeah, he can close this out right here if he wants. And
he just goes for the VD.
Missed the manual.
But yeah, didn't get a confirm there.
Yeah, he was not worried about that DP.
I mean, this is all still very much okay for Element. I don't think anything can really happen here. Cinder is also sort of a low damage character without some of the damage-inflicting mechanics that he has with potential damage, which I don't think he'll be able to establish here. It's just too far of a road. We saw Element try to go for the recapture there to end it, but he missed the instant air on goes in.
Wanted a nice little sweet juggle, but it didn't work out for him. He's going to lose a health gauge.
Yeah, he's going to get the bar here. I mean, I don't know how far it's going to take him.
Okay.
There you go.
All right. That was a good air-to-air there to close that out. Now, what I was going to say is if Swordsman got one opening and got like a level 3 burnout ender, I was going to say, okay, hold on.
Yeah.
That could have happened.
That is a bad way to open this up for Swordsman.
Look at that damage. Level 2, and we're going to eat 31 meterless to start the game.
I think it's a really good immediate identification from Element that, all right, Swordsman last game realized that he can't really play on the ground too much. And you saw at the end of the game, he started going to the air more. Element immediately realized that at the opening of the round and went for an air on Rio's End to get that recapture right out of the gate. So that's already really good preemptive adjustment on his part.
We can see he's just throwing out shadow counters now. Getting caught by that Inferno, the teleport. Oh, no.
But he just kind of waits it out. Wasn't sure he was going to get the hit.
Didn't turn out bad.
Goes for the reset. This is going to be a continuation of the combo because the wrap meter is full. Wow, down on that.
Easy on the doubles.
Yeah, I mean, Element is, a newcomer. He's not necessarily been seen in top 8s a lot, but I think he's still grinding the game out, whereas I think maybe Swordsman has been away from the game a little bit. You can kind of see some of that rust showing through here. But
have you seen Element before? I've never even seen Element.
No, I think this might be his first top 8, actually.
Okay. He's doing very well. He actually beat me in the first round.
I mean, Hisako's a scary, scary character in Season 3.
Yeah, that mix-up game is very dangerous. But right now, as we speak, Swordsman has him in the mix-up game. OTG, no break attempts. We're going to get a good level 2 burnout on the arms.
This is a strong position for Cinder right here because the mix-up is, am I going to grab, am I not going to grab? But with a bomb off of a grab, you can get an OTG to continue a combo and cash out big damage like she has right now. Really great block
with one more combo.
Right, and this is what I was talking about. So now we've got the bomb, and if you can land another grab, okay, well, the bomb's gone.
He got the DP, one chance, and that's it.
Yep, that's it. And that's the snowball effect that Cinder has. Like I was saying, he's a relatively low damage character, but he sacrificed where he loses in damage, he makes up for it in that potential damage mechanic. Where if you're pressing buttons, if he's burned out a limb, it's going to just tack on, and it's going to lead to situations like that where even just a wake-up DP can be cashed out for crazy damage.
Yeah, it's kind of a crazy mechanic. Cinder kills you for playing the game.
That's right. And you can choose to respect it, you can choose not to, because if you do get a confirm and you land a combo, you can maybe establish and draw a combo long enough to end the burnout effect.
Correct.
But not last game. That's not what happened.
No, that is not what happened.
What's the mix-up? All right, he's taken to the air a little bit more. Doesn't want to contest Hisako on the ground because of her good buttons and dash speed.
Oh, sits him down. That was such a good read.
And there's really not a lot of risk for Element to do that, to do a jump back and air on Rio's End, because it sort of sets up a block at the mid-screen if Cinder tries to establish any sort of approach, which is generally what Cinder wants to do in the neutral. He wants to take to the air. He wants to approach.
That burnout is building. He wanted to DP that, and it just wasn't going to work out for him to trade it immediately.
That's a little bit of lack of character knowledge there.
Oh,
very nice break.
That was
very
good.
Nice. If he didn't break there, he would have cashed out all that damage.
Yeah, he would have died anyway.
Sort of an imperative there for Element, but that is the mix-up. You can choose not to break. Look at the potential damage building up.
You look at it. It is just sitting there pretty ready for him to cash it out.
Yeah, you cannot press buttons during this free-streak frame trap. Very nice reaction there. That's going to be the life bar.
Okay.
So you can see the potential damage is slowly coming back, and it's not going to be as much of a threat anymore. Now it's totally gone.
All right, now it's all fair game.
Nice patience there from Element.
I like that.
Another lockout. Yeah, Swordsman is just either not familiar with this matchup or just rusty, but nice read. Doesn't go for it. Doesn't take the bait. Here we go. He's going to establish the throw game. I'd like to see the bomb. Go for another throw, maybe? Yep, good tech.
Good anti-air. I like that. What we're going to see here. Okay, so what can he do to really get in? Because Swordsman is liking to run away a lot right now.
Yeah, I think they're both playing this fine. Nobody's taking any extra risks right now, but now the advantage is in Cinder's favor, right? So Element definitely has a read on the game plan of trying to get the OTG with the bomb. I think it's really up to Swordsman at this point to bait that out.
And he got the
That
counter
was
breaker.
the latest break.
Yeah.
That was almost, man, you know what happens? It's like you see the counter breaker happen and you haven't broken yet, but your brain is already committed to breaking at that point. You're like, you can't stop it. You can feel your hand going to break.
Oh,
but
yeah.
Your brain is like, no, stop, and you just don't make it in time.
Now, I broke this, but I remember for a while, man, when I saw you counter break, it would make me involuntarily press the brake, and I'd take the counter breaker. It was so bad.
That's pretty much an instant lose problem to have in this game.
Yes.
But here we go. We're getting started again. I mean, things are looking still pretty even. A lot of braking going back and forth. Nothing serious has been established at this point.
Swordsman with a wake-up grab. I like it.
Yeah, he's really still trying to go for the game plan of grab, throw the bomb sticks to you, I grab you again, I get the OTG, and I think he's wanting that too much. Element is teching the throw every time. He really needs to bait that out some way and convert the damage here.
Well, last time he kind of shutting that all the way down. If he just wakes up and command grabs,
that's right,
he's going to beat that immediately.
That's right. Hisako's command grab is really fast and will beat throws, even meaty throws.
That's right. Okay, conversion. 1-2.
Conversion.
No chance to break on the mediums. Catch them. 1-2. I like it.
Yeah, good patience there from Swordsman not to counter break. That is a situation where a lot of people like to break, especially with that amount of potential damage. I don't think Swordsman needs to take any risks here with breaks. Just let it happen. But Element quickly identified that patience and took advantage of it. Yep.
That was smart.
Not how Swordsman probably thought that round was going to end, but not too much here to convert and end. Good stuff.
Now we're close it out fairly quick. All right, Element trying to stay alive here. You know, if he loses this is it. He's going home, and he's still poised. He's still playing this game the way he wants to play it. All right, I like that. Caught the landing frames.
Good break. Yeah, he's trying to go for that. Is a full screen low that you can confirm into Shadow Move. Here we go again. Let's see if he can maybe bait it this time, or he's just going to go for the mix-up. Really good stuff. Yeah, you have to change that up. Element knew. You know, I think at that point he might have even tried to tech there. He might have been just so conditioned by what was happening. Good stuff. Trying to stop the air approach with the up fire.
Oh no! Look at how that potential.
Yeah, this is good. Oh, that was a miss right there for the air confirm. This could be really bad for Swordsman. Good break.
Element, what are you gonna do about it? I like the command grab. No, that was the regular grab, right?
Oh, that was a regular grab, correct.
All right, Element.
Yeah, this is a really tense moment. I mean, with the resources that are on the screen, it really could end for either of them pretty quickly.
In an instant. If you see the lockout.
Yep, here we go. This is going to be Shadow, and he's probably going to add another hit in there. Oh, that was totally unnecessary.
Did he sell the game? No, he didn't.
That was an opportunity for a counter breaker right there.
Okay, I like really the break by Swordsman. He needed that.
Good control, good control. Okay, we've got the confirm.
The brakes are going wild right now. Ryuzan's going to miss.
Yeah, I think he was this is going to confirm. The light again. The light again. A lot of players like to do the light as a link and go to Ultra.
And he got it.
There he goes.
That was pretty wild there at the end.
I'm stressed out. I'm not even playing. But that was good control there at the end. I think we saw. I mean, Element's a relatively new player to top 8s. I've never seen him play again. I've never seen him play before at this level or anything like that. But it's pretty good control there at the end. Things, like I said, usually get pretty scrambly when both players get into danger. But we saw a lot of breaks.
Both very poised.
Yeah,
the breaks were there.
The breaks were good but calculated, right? And a lot of people. Right, your brain does this naturally. You get an opener, and you're going to go into Ultra. You want to do the quickest thing possible to try to avoid any type of reaction. And I think people in that situation forget that the other guy knows you're going to do the light, right? Because that is the light button. You either do a light manually or you do a light auto double. A light auto double will be a lot easier just to get you in there, and you don't have to do the timing of the light manual. We all know that it's a tendency and it's a habit that a lot of us have. So even though it looked scrambly and we saw a lot of breaks happening back to back, a lot of that is just sort of player knowledge and game knowledge, having acquired that over time over the years of playing the game. That break on the launch heavy, that thing has so much. I mean, it was just on the screen for so long, but that also might have looked like something that was like totally random or scrambly, but totally calculated on Swordsman's part. And he took the risk. He took the risk to break it. Yeah, it was good. That was a really good game.
He had that game, man. When he locked him out, all he had to do was throw the Shadow on there, and then Shadow Possession. That would have killed, right?
That would have killed, but that's the game we play. And another game I like to play is, old school games or any type of video game need that I have. I go to World 8 Video Games. They're out in LA. You can follow them at World8LA_ on Twitter and World8LA on the Facebooks. Get your collectibles, all that good stuff. And use promo code SCR2017 to get the Hadouken plush for $14.99.
I would sleep on that.
Do you think it's big enough to sleep on?
I think so.
If it's big, I think I'm getting one like right now.
Well,
That's pretty legit.
If it's a Hadouken, I mean, wouldn't they want it to be the size of like coming out of your hands?
That's true. Yeah, it would be pretty big.
I'm assuming. I'm speculating.
All right, so we've got Circa Aphex.
And Stilo.
Again, Circa Aphex has been definitely in top 8s, but he's kind of showed up towards the end of the game's life. But his Rash is nuts. I mean, his Rash might even be crazier than Menzo's. It's really hard to deal with. He's the kind of guy that's going to take advantage of you if you don't know those spots we were talking about.
Oh, yes.
If you haven't done your Rash homework, you're just going to get hit. You probably won't even be able to play.
Once Aphex starts, he is not going to stop. Right. I will tell you that right now. And we already saw this matchup happen.
Yep, we saw this. Let's see how different. It's probably going to be a lot of the same stuff we've seen before with Rash just trying to get in and not let Gargos establish any of that space control.
And Stilo is a zone-heavy Gargos player.
Yeah, but he is not going to be able to establish that anytime soon. He's stuck in the corner against Rash. Oh, we got a little bit of teabag going on. I like that. I like this guy. All right, sign me up.
All right, Stilo's getting exactly what he wants right now. Is he going to take meter? Yes, he is.
Does he build a bar? Okay, still doesn't have positioning to send the minion out until now. Here we go. And let's see how he makes use of this thing.
Oh, no. Hey, I like the anti-air by the minion. Said, no, sir, you're not getting anything started.
Yeah, Aphex, it seems like Aphex might have a little more matchup knowledge than Menzo might have. He's picking his spots a little better. He's not just taking any opportunity in neutral. He's picking his spots really well. I like that. And it's leading to be this really close game.
Look at that. He knows
good recognition. Yeah, I mean, that's not random. He definitely had a read on the portal punch.
Yeah.
Here we go. He's going to convert. Oh, that was tricky. It looked like he was going to the overhead. Did he cancel the overhead?
Mm-hmm. He canceled it.
Oh, interesting tech.
He did the 1-2 because you know the last one's going to come for the recap, and then he turned it into the tongue medium punch. That was smart.
That was sick. So the portal punch, correct me if I'm wrong, is technically considered a projectile. And he recognized the normal into portal punch and did a projectile invincible move, which was that forward advancing shadow we saw. I mean, this is just great. Like I said, there's matchup knowledge here for sure on Aphex's side.
Wow. Yeah, and he's reacting very well.
Yeah, picking his spots. He knows tendencies of Gargos players. It's all just really working out for him. His homework is paying off. Nice mix-up. Thought he was going to go on the other side. Get the recap. Oh, dirty. I like it. I like it.
Very good side switch. He should get anti-air.
Yeah.
There we go.
Okay. This is not impossible. This is not impossible for Gargos.
Very true, but those 2 bars of meter might say otherwise.
And with the matchup knowledge we've seen so far, I think he might find an opportunity here, but...
There it goes. Oh, he
nice
snatched
grab,
him right through it. What is he doing? That's it.
Not a fan. Not a fan of that.
Not at all.
I think, it's the risk reward, right? When you get to that point of the game where if you're wrong, it's over for you.
Yeah.
But you have a read, right? I have a read on the combo breaker. I'm going to go for the counter breaker. I have the read, but if I'm wrong, it's over for me. I just don't think it's worth taking that gamble at that point.
It's really not.
Yeah. If you're wrong, you just get broken, and that's not the end of the day. That's not the end of the game. You don't lose. All right, good start for Stilo.
Very good start. Got to keep him out. Oh, no.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that was a misimport or if he was trying to preemptively react to something there.
Well, he thought the tongue was going to touch the wall and carry him across, but it whiffed the wall, so he didn't pull.
Okay. Those mix-ups are tricky. It's really hard to break these juggles. It's really hard to react to.
Went for the hard knockdown once the reset.
Yeah, side switch is still working out for him.
Wow.
Too much respect for Stilo there. Yeah, he's just sort of letting him do what he wants.
Yeah, he knew
he has to press something. He has to do something. Yeah, another early lockout there.
I feel like Aphex is messing with him right now. Because none of that's optimal. I think he's really just jacking around with him.
I think you're right. And I like that. I like that a lot.
It's always entertainment.
Yeah, same combo. Same combo. Thought he might get another lockout there.
Yeah. Hey, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right?
Yeah, that Shadow Boot has a really interesting hitbox and sometimes can hit slightly behind Rash, which is what you saw there. This is totally... Yeah, okay. Great punish. Great punish.
Very good. And
great
matchup
matchup
on the wake up. That was very smart.
I should be able to end this out here. Yeah. So it's interesting to see Aphex, who was picking his spots so well, now sort of getting a little stubborn.
Yeah, he got a little confident, and now he's just, see, he's feeling himself. That's what happens when you start feeling yourself.
But that's good. That shows that maybe CeeLo has found a way to break the player down, right? Because even though he has a lot of technical knowledge in this matchup, he seemed to have found a way to frustrate Aphex to play not optimal and to play a little more risky. I mean, he was trolling before, but now I think he's just being stubborn. But it's good. It's working out for him. He's got him in the corner. He's going for resets.
I like that escape plan.
Good stuff. He wants to keep
Not
him
a bad
out.
use of Mira.
Yeah.
But it's going to lead to him getting opened up anyway.
We saw both Aphex and Menzo make heavy use of that ball in neutral to sort of just bypass everything because of the armor. That seems really hard for Gargos to deal with.
Yeah, it kind of nullifies the zoning game.
And there's that approach again. Uses the armor. Good recognition there.
Oh.
He can convert this. This could be the end.
He could have sat him down and went for a reset. I think that would have been a smart choice there.
This is really great that Rash still hasn't built Instinct, but now he did. This could be a... Oh, he misses the punish.
Good backdash, but he's going to eat the Shadow Boot. No, the block into the car.
That was a really clutch break.
I like it.
Yeah, good stuff. Just chip now. Gets him on the startup. That was not a true meaty. That was a risky break, but it works out for him. Is this a punish? No, that was too... had the bike to make it safe.
Good grab.
Yeah,
good awareness.
Grab there.
I don't know if it was a panic grab or if it was awareness.
Yeah, I don't know if he was still in recovery for anything there, or if... Yeah, I'm not really sure what happened there. I feel like Aphex could have still had advantage. He still had frame advantage.
He did, but he went for a medium punch, so then it gave him like that little gap, little gap. I saw him rear back and try to come in for it and just snatched him.
Yeah, I mean, probably like a reactive, just natural reaction to tech or something like that. So the grab was probably not the most intentional thing, but really worked out.
That makes sense.
That is a crazy life lead already. I'm not even sure what happened.
What even happened to him?
He's already lost so much of his health.
I like that whiff punish.
Yeah, that button is so good, man.
Yeah, he baited him bad right there.
So here we go. I mean, this is a good opportunity to turn around. Yeah, that's not going to work.
Not at all.
And waste the meter, yeah.
And then took the little bit he gave him.
Because now there's really not much Rash can do unless he establishes the neutral again and lands a heavy button. But he chooses to go for the minion.
Yeah, he gave him space. I don't even think that
he didn't need to do that. I don't think,
with having Stone Skin, he should have just stayed on him.
Yeah, I agree. That was his opportunity to get a comeback here. This might end up costing him the game.
I like that.
But he's keeping it slow. He's still playing reactionary, trying to just wait for Rash to sort of hang himself. But that was a good reaction there.
That was a very good job with that move. It's kind of like we were talking about with Nicky earlier, light DP after the Psycho Crusher.
Yeah, that's right.
He throws that boot out, you can't do anything afterwards. Okay, he wants the minion again.
Minion?
The thing is if he's going to keep calling the minion, he has to protect the minion. The minion's just getting, look at that.
Yeah, Rash has the tools to sort of nullify that stuff pretty quickly. I think he's probably not just playing at the correct distance.
Yeah.
Nice overhead. Hard to block. Minion saves him, gets him turned around, and that was probably did not even try to break. He was probably trying to just continue his combo, but when the minion hit him, it got him a lockout.
That makes sense. Oh no, the
really
minion's on the ground. He's gonna eat some heavy damage here.
See with the mix-up, or if he's gonna go for instinct immediately. Yep. And this could convert. He could convert this. Oh, he's just gonna go for the mash out.
And the whiff punish, Shadow.
Oh, good break.
He needed that. I think that's it. Yep.
Steel's been going for a lot of those early breaks. It's been costing him. It seems whenever he gets opened up with tongue from the air that he just sort of goes for it. He sort of just goes for an instant break. I think he's so not interested in being that juggle situation where it's impossible to tell, or not impossible, it's really hard to break most of that stuff. So he just doesn't want to be in that situation at all and tries to go for an early guest break.
I mean, in all actuality, he really shouldn't try to break too much at all because we see that Aphex is dropping a lot of the combos for resets anyway.
Yeah, not only that, Rash is a relatively low damage character without meter, so just let it happen, man. I mean, if he's already going for the low damage, short combos, let it happen and just wait for your turn again.
Yeah. And he already lost his whole health gauge due to breaking early on everything.
This is the natural, Gargos problem at the early start of the round.
Yeah.
If you don't have strong zoning sense with that character early on, it can be really tough from a defensive perspective.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's choosing not to take the instinct either.
Now.
I think it's a mistake for him. He just hasn't even bothered.
Wow.
Yeah, I think he's in his head.
He's completely taken over this match. All right.
Steel's
getting a little something going.
He really needs to make a lot of correct guesses here, and I really would not give up that positioning.
And that was unfortunate.
That was a misinput, or he might just be sort of getting a little frantic now.
I feel like he should have popped that instinct a lot earlier, and the counter break is going to seal the deal. But if he would have popped that instinct earlier on, after he got like his first combo, got it out of the way so he could get instinct again.
Exactly.
You know, and then just kept his pressure going. But
even if not to make use of your instinct, when you're in a situation like that where you're in the corner, instinct even in this game is really good to just get a frame freeze and block a mix-up and potentially get the neutral back, even if it's just for that. Because being in the corner against Rash, when you don't have an invincible reversal naturally without meter, it's just such a problem, right? You're going to lose a lot of your health bar. Just take instinct, man. And I think what we probably saw there in the last game was a bit of inexperience from Stilo. I don't think he's classically been in top 8s that much. Aphex has been in a few at this point, and he's playing Rash, so he's just nuts. Yeah, that's probably what that was. We saw him just fall apart a little bit, but up until that last game there, he was playing strong. Stilo was keeping it together, playing a really strong Gargos game. He'll come back, he'll learn, he'll become a better player, and maybe not make those same mistakes in the last game.
Yeah. There was a lot of things that Aphex adjusted to in that last round. He saw that, if you noticed in the round before that, he closed him out with the grab, right? In that last round, he kept trying to grab in that corner over and over, and he just kept getting that jump down tongue. And that kind of sealed the deal immediately. That was, I say a lot of things. That was like the one thing he adjusted on. And it just demolished Stilo's first health gauge.
It was interesting to see the progression of that match, which went from, okay, Aphex knows the matchup, and now he's being a troll, and now he's losing, and now he's just going wild again. But he didn't have that. It was interesting. He didn't have that same control going into like into the later games as he did like the first one. But it really worked out for him. I think maybe that's. He wanted to mix it up a little bit. He wanted to go nuts. I think it's the unpredictability of Rash that makes him so hard to fight. Like
exactly.
A Rash that tries to play like footsies and play really strong neutral on the ground is not that scary. You need to be kind of going nuts. You need to be kind of going all over the place and utilizing his entire tool set to make him scary. That's what really makes like, oh crap, I got hit. I thought he was going to cross me up, but he's on the same side. I don't know what's going on here. How do I deal with this?
One thing, I don't really like Rash as a character, but I will say I do like to see when they put that spacing on you and they back up, put a shimmy per se, and then catch you with that heavy kick.
That forward roundhouse.
Man, that is so sweet.
Footsies, man. I love it. Delectable. Fundamental, baby. So now we've got Jackal, Gargos, Swordsman, Cinder. And I think this is not a matchup that Gargos players like. And
no.
Two things.
Gargos wins this matchup.
You think Gargos wins this?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I don't know. This is just what I've heard. But Cinder players, man, they say they lose to everybody. So I can't.
He's one of those characters.
Oh yeah. Wolf, yeah, total loss. Hisako, definitely lose. Riptor, yeah, lose. Like, okay. Lose to the entire cast. Even though we saw a Cinder player win, what was it? Combo Breaker?
Combo Breaker,
yeah. Pretty good character. I would think the two things that would really neutralize Gargos in this matchup would be, obviously the reversal is really strong without meter, and converting that to a full combo is big. And the air approach with Fire Flash, I think is the name of the move, right? Or Inferno. I can't remember what the name of the move is.
Inferno?
I would think that would like make Gargos stay out of the air a little more, which is like where he can be so strong sometimes. And really is where players, if they don't have the knowledge, don't know how to deal with it. But
well, here's what's supposed to be happening. Jackal was supposed to create space and start zoning him, and Cinder really can't do anything about it.
Yeah.
He can't do anything about the zone.
But he can fly over it. And that's what I was talking about where that
Cinder
ability
can fly over his zone.
Well, Cinder can jump in the air and then do the Fire Flash, right? Or the Torpedo, right? I don't know what the name of the move is called. But it's a tool that he has to sort of circumvent the stuff that's happening on the ground from Gargos. And it can all meet him in the air and anti-air. I just feel like this is a really good tool. But yeah, I see it. Portal Punch is knocking him right out of it. So maybe not as good as I thought. Here we go. It's a lot of potential damage built up on Jackal if he can get in. He's being a little overzealous with it, though. Okay, good mix-up.
Oh, wow.
I feel like he baited it. I feel like he baited it with the delay, but then ended up pressing the button anyway.
Yeah.
This isn't going to be life bar, is it?
No.
Oh, nerf this character.
It was.
Please, somebody. Please
35%. Get him nerfed.
Oh, that was good. He thought I was going to go on the other
side.
Yeah, there's that reversal.
He's got something going. Let's see what he wants to do with this combo. It's level 1.
I think he actually mashed out of a reset there, which was pretty good recognition. How does he get out of this? Yeah, that's not going to work. No heavy, but okay,
it's kind of working out for him.
It's doing damage. This is actually perfect. This is perfect.
What?
He really just could not find an answer to it.
That's a moment you had to taunt after. That was good. Not mad at it.
I would have loved to just see him keep doing those DPs. Just keep doing them.
Why not, right?
Nice ant. That was really good. Good reaction.
I like that grounded heavy.
Yeah, no heavy, no break on the heavy linker there, so the potential damage is going to mix up. That's going to add up here.
Okay, that burnout went away fairly fast.
It was a relatively low ender, so the burnout does not last quite as long.
What's the meter
here?
Okay. Wow, he got hit by that? Oh, he tried to hit the minion, so he got popped.
This is going to be it.
Oh, no, the minion
knocked him
saving
out.
lives.
Sometimes he's your best friend, sometimes he's your worst enemy.
And chip damage is real right now.
This could be. Yeah, you have to do.
Okay,
but he can convert this. Yeah. He's gonna try to go for the recapture, just reset. Yeah, good stuff. Yeah, see.
I like that Jackal's not breaking.
Yeah, he doesn't really need to, and Swordsman knows that's why he goes for the heavy.
He's gonna wake up
here. Okay.
Wow, he didn't do it.
He's got the bomb. Can he get the OTG?
Is he doing this to himself?
He's gonna break the recap now, I bet. He tried to, but he got it locked out. He did it too late. If he goes in the shadow, he has the ultra.
And counterbreaker, you have got to be kidding me, Jackal.
That was great. That was good. See, this is what I was talking about with Swordsman. This is what I'm saying, all right? Swordsman clutches it out. He just does things like that, man. And, like, sometimes you're watching Swordsman and you're like, oh, this guy's good. I don't really know what his game plan is.
Yeah.
But in moments like that, right? I mean, that was lost. That was pretty much hopeless.
That was over with.
But he turned it around, and that was really good control and really good understanding of how people play this game to be able to capitalize on all that stuff. The heavy auto doubles, the recap, all that stuff was really good recognition of how people play this game.
It was smart to respect Jackal as a player. He knew, he was like, he's a smart player. He's not going to break this. He doesn't have to. So he just let all the heavies rock.
And Jago being a really strong player too, you saw he knows that the break window on that recap is really big, and you saw he tried to break it at the end of the window to avoid being counter broken at the beginning, because most people who counter break, you can't counter break at the end of that window. You have to counter break somewhere in the beginning of it. So that was really good game knowledge, but he just missed the timing there. And maybe, you know, offline, online type of situation, he was not used to the timing, but
yeah.
He's trying to get that corner carry. He wants to get the mix-up game. He gets broken on the heavy.
Too far on the DP there.
Yeah, there he goes. He's instantly in. What's the mix-up?
Okay.
Interesting.
Hits him with the fake DP, but then
yeah, there's that late break. See, he got it that time. Super late break. Trying to avoid any sort of counter break attempt.
Ooh, I like that instinct pop.
Wow, really nice wake up. Good recognition.
Stop it. Let you keep your instinct. I don't understand.
Pretty much even. Okay. Definitely onus was on. Wow, geez, that did not end the life bar. That's really surprising.
Yeah, I thought that was going to kill him. He's going to get him a good burnout, but now he's getting counter broken.
Good. This is not good for Swords.
Oh, and then we're going to... oh, he didn't throw the meter on it? I thought for sure we were going to get a shadow command grab at the end of that.
Okay, this is totally doable
I guess
right
hold
now.
on to the meter.
Right, yeah. And see if he doesn't get punished on the approach again. Yeah, he changed it up this time. Instead of doing the forward advancing torpedo, he did the ball. Yeah, you cannot break that linker from that range. You have to break the following auto double or linker or manual. Good cash out there. He just wants to get the damage. He wants to even it out. That's really good recognition that he wants to do the dive into instant cancel, and he avoided it. That's good. Makes him waste it. That is a really strong position for Swordsman right now.
Oh, this is exactly where Jackal wants to be. He has,
yeah, this is it.
He has everything he needs right now.
This is going to be hard for Swordsman to turn around.
And that's going to be it. The minions are going to be on him. Oh, no, he got out. He's working. Yeah. That's going to be it.
The way that you have to play without resources in that situation is just so hard, because even if you get a hit, even if Jackal just stands there and takes the hit, the minions have a timing and they're going to hit you out of your combo. So the only strategy at that point is to either take single hits, go reset heavy, go for grabs, go for things of that nature, or do some kind of shadow move that leaves you projectile invincible. But he had none of those options, right? His only option was to go for short stuff, and it just didn't work out for him.
Yeah, he was just too close to death. All right. Jackal wants that counter breaker so bad. It worked once, and he wants it always.
You know what? I like it. Early game counter breaker is something that people don't do and really should do more of, because without resources, what's the punish? It's not going to be that hard. It's not going to be that hard.
Makes
I
sense.
think going for it at that time is a really good option. And he's got the meter to cash out. That's going to be really big for Swordsman. Really good positioning. He still has the combo, but gets broken on the recapture.
I think the biggest problem with that early game counter breaker is that he gave up the positioning he had. He had the spacing he needed. Neither one of them have meter. He's going to be able to zone him out, and then he gave that all up, and now look at the life deficit.
Yeah, you're exactly right. So, I mean, for Gargos, it can be troubling. It can definitely be troubling.
Yeah.
Good block on the sweep there with the minion coming in overhead. I don't think that is actually an overhead, right? I think you can block that ducking, or
No.
That is an overhead. Okay.
Yeah, it is an overhead. Tripped me up for a long while when he first came out.
All right. Yeah, see, Swordsman now in this game is respecting even more, where in the past he's been sort of just trying to get in. That may end up being a problem for him. Too much respect there. It's just going to keep full screen the whole time.
Jackal's just strutting his stuff right now.
Good call on the light break. I mean, no reason not to at this point. And I'm really
a little late on that DP.
Yeah, I think on the approach there with the mix-up from the crouch medium, I could see a little more DPs coming out to stop whatever the next option is.
Yes.
He's pretty consistently going for something there.
Yeah, I think he should go for a light. In neutral, he's throwing out, and for that punch, he's throwing out the heavy one. It's too slow on the startup.
Yeah.
All right,
stare down. Right, here's the positioning. Jackal has no meter. Doesn't go for break. That's the mix up here. Wow, okay, just goes for the escape. Really good stuff. I like it.
Not a bad idea. Reverse the corner position.
That potential damage is building. If he has meter, if he just gets any hit on the air or on the ground, it could potentially lead to. That's like 40, 30% now? What is that? I mean, it's big.
Easy 30%.
And he can convert that from an invincible reversal. Oh, and that could be it. Nobody missed it. Too far away. This could be it.
The minion saving his life. He just throws it anyway just to get out of the way.
Yeah,
wow,
exactly.
he whipped the counter break.
Okay, yeah, cash it out.
The counter. And he's going to get hit by the heavy. Oh, no, good.
He missed time
awareness.
DP loops? I wanted to see him again.
That would have been a good look.
This is a dangerous spot.
Oh, wow. Okay, so this is... Swordsman needs this. This is for all the cookies.
I mean, I think this is the right plan. If he makes the wrong guess,
those bombs don't do enough chip. I don't know if this is the right plan.
He's just trying to force Jackal into something, right? And this
that's
could be,
gonna do
it. Yeah, exactly. And that was good awareness. He didn't want to take the chance there. I mean, he already saw. I mean, his approach has been stuffed so many times from that distance, but at full screen, not a ton that Gargos can do. I mean, he can do portal punches and stuff, but Cinder has that really good air option to be able to just sort of jump away from stuff and throw the bombs out. It's really good.
What I was really looking for in that situation was a block on the portal punch, and because Jackal was giving him a gap between each one.
Yeah.
So block on the portal punch and then Inferno. Chip out. That's what I was looking for. But
yeah, I think he was probably scared of a jump, which would have cost him the game. All right, he's got the bomb. He's going to get the OTG here. No meter to cash out. Misses the combo. And backdash in the corner, my favorite thing in the entire world. Nice, that's what I was talking about right there off the crouch medium. If he's going to go into the Psycho Crusher, he's going to go into the command grab, he might as well DP. It beats both.
All right, I like it.
Yeah, let's see if he's going to do DP loops. Nope.
No, he's not going for it. I think the crouch heavy would have stopped him from that anyway. Yeah. If Jackal would have just did it. That right there, that would stop those DP loops. Oh, wow, that was good.
Yeah, that move is so good.
Yeah.
It really can shut down a lot of approach options and a lot of options that characters do from almost full screen.
Ooh, caught by the light portal punch. He should have just cashed that out. He had enough potential damage on him.
Good. That was a really good decision from Swordsman to take the opportunity there. I was about to say that this is what I was talking about, giving too much respect to Gargos. You end up just being in the corner, just getting hit by stuff. You have to take you have to try to get out.
See, now that's what I'm talking about. Let's see some Infernos. That'll help him out a lot more when he's in that mid-range spacing.
Yeah, I mean, that really sealed the round for him there at that point. Yeah, I think it would have been chip at that point or close to it. No meter to really do anything. I like this careful approach. I like bomb, slight move forward, bomb again, see what you're going to do, then back up. But yeah, I mean, he had a pretty good window there to anti-air that.
Oh, wow, he just
All right.
All right, is that gonna reach?
Oh, I'm not sure what he was grabbing for there.
Yeah, he wanted a handful of air. All right, both the minions on him. Back to the portal punches, but he got in.
Yeah, that's a really good way to just get around all that stuff for the time being. But now he's sort of back in it. The other minions back out. He's got meter. Okay, DP, real nice. Knocks them both down.
Oh, made him whiff, but he jumped backwards. I don't understand the jump back.
Good opportunity to knock the minion down for a hit while Gargos is on the ground for the combo breaker.
What a
nice anti-air, yeah. Can you convert this? Oh, but the minion!
The minion said, get off me.
DP? No DP.
We're going to get a backdash, and we're going to get a catch in game.
He probably thought he was going to get command grab there. Probably like he went for the backdash and just got hit with the crouch. I think it was crouch fears or stand fears?
Crouch fears.
So what are we at? 2-2? 2-1?
I am not going to lie to you. They have switched that score around so many times.
That's true. I wasn't going to say anything. And they fixed it. So I'm
I think it's 2-2.
Yeah, 2-2. All right,
okay.
going into the last match here.
All right, there we go.
You know, and I don't see anything. I don't see anything wild happening on either side. I see a lot of matchup stuff happening. I see opportunities being taken. I see a lot of conditioning happen, and I see a lot of respect, and then a total lack of respect happening when it needs to. It's to say that I think both of these guys are playing this exactly the right way, and it really just comes down to this last game. Maybe some luck, maybe some 1 or 2 really good opportunities to make it happen. I don't foresee a landslide here, but you never know.
No, they're both staying. They're keeping this tight. This is oh wow. I think something happened there and ruined his juggle. Ooh, almost got the one chance, barely missed it.
Oh, I wonder what that was there.
Yeah, I really wonder what he was really trying to get.
Might have been a tech. Late tech, and it ended up getting the. Yep.
I like it. Minion is down, but he hits him with a ground pound.
One hit could. DP loops. Oh, I like the sweep. I like the sweep. Yeah, I think he's just trying to buy time there at that point.
Okay, so he's finally got something going here.
I'm pretty sure that was a DP bait from Jackal. Just saw him fly in just a little bit into that space and then flew back out and got it, but the minion knocked him down.
That's a good grab by Jackal.
All right, so pretty even. Swordsman's got some meter to deal with all this stuff, and yeah, he immediately uses it. He doesn't want to deal with those minions. This is a really good situation for Swordsman. Oh, he drops a combo!
No, he needed that kill. Oh!
You cannot. Yeah,
Jackal did not need to go for that. He had that little speck of health. If you die, you die. If you don't, then fight back.
Okay, good positioning. No meter on Jackal's part. You gotta take the mix up, and he reads it. Yeah, I mean, it's been pretty much common of Swordsman game plan at this point. If he has the bomb, he wants the next grab. He wants to get the OTG, especially with meter. He wants to get the cash out. Really good recognition from Jackal to say, I'm gonna backdash and basically steal your turn away from you.
Oh, I like that. I think that was a punish. Was that a punish?
I'm actually not entirely sure. It looked like a punish to me.
It looked like it.
Okay, positioning again. He's got the minion. He's going right in. He wants the mix-ups at this point.
Yeah, he's going for that light after that juggle a bunch. Almost every time.
I mean, Jackal smells blood at this point. You don't see him backing out to zone anything out. He's a pretty significant life lead. I think he's figured something out here.
That's it.
And that was it. And you can see the tide change a little bit there, where Jackal sort of got near the corner and realized, like, I think I see something. I think I know how to take advantage of this. Instead of backing up and trying to play the slow game, he just went in for the mix-ups, and it worked out. I mean, he was pretty much on point every time. Swordsman was getting a little bit antsy, a lot of backdashes, didn't want to be in the pressure, and that's the thing about Gargos is he requires so much patience and thought in the neutral and matchup awareness that even when he gets on top of you, he has strong mix-ups, and at that point you might just be mentally broken down, and you don't want to deal with any of it. You just start backdashing or doing stuff, and that
jumping,
yeah, plays right into Gargos' plan there. And I think that's what Jackal immediately realized at the end. He's like, yeah, he's done. He's done with this matchup. I'm just gonna finish it here.
He's got really aggressive.
So next up we have
Chronicle versus Aphex.
This losers bracket at this point.
This is loser side.
Yeah, right. Aphex started and losers. That's right. That's what was tripping me up. I thought Aphex might have been in winners, but this is a continuation of losers bracket. So Jackal moves on in losers, and we're gonna have the Chronicle versus Circuit Aphex. The Chronicle is again relatively new to top 8s, and I think he's largely like a Jago player, but also messes around with Gargos, right?
At this point, Gargos is one of his mains.
He's the main go-to, right?
Yeah. Shadow Jago is his main, and then Gargos is like right there with him.
I mean, Season 3, if you're playing Shadow Jago or Gargos, I think Gargos every time. Unless maybe with the recent buffs that Jago got.
If you've never seen Chronicle Shadow Jago, you're in for a treat. I actually hope he plays it because his Shadow Jago is it's amazing.
All right, you got me excited now. I mean, I've run into him in ranked, but I think he usually picks Jago, like regular Jago.
Well, it's because you're a wolf, so he has to like play footsies. He has to play the buttons.
Ain't nobody playing footsies. Ain't nobody playing footsies.
Is it you or is it wolf?
It might be wolf. It might be a little bit of both.
I think it'll be both. We'll call it both.
All right, see, he's going with regular Jago here, and I think I don't know about this pick.
Jago Rash. I mean,
we've seen a lot of
tongue stuff starts happening.
Yeah,
it's DPs in motion.
Right.
So
if you can react, if you've played the matchup enough to be able to recognize the situations, it seems obvious, right? You see tongue approach, and you're like, why aren't you DPing that? Why aren't you jabbing out of it? But in practice, there's so much happening, and your attention is diverted so much when you're playing against Rash that you just might not be able to get it every time.
Yeah.
And there he is, right? He goes right in, jabs you in the face, throws you, and you're almost in the corner. So
yeah, missing about 15% health.
Yeah, Chronicle's trying to get that forward roundhouse, get the frame advantage, put him in the mix-up. Oh, interesting. Cross-up, just mistimed the setup.
All right. Nice patience from both players. I like that.
Yeah, just sort of feeling each other out at this point.
Yeah. And he just goes for it. All right.
Oh, okay, a lot of reaching out here.
All right. He's got him in the corner.
Good blocks.
Just expected him to press something. I like the patience here from Chronicle, but he's open. Nice break. He wants to go for that one touch into instinct pop.
Yeah, this could be.
Oh, wow. He just lets the double go.
Yeah, well, he doesn't have any meter, so probably why he didn't cancel instinct.
Makes sense.
I think he's waiting to maybe build a little more to get. Yeah,
I like that.
Just wanted to freeze frame, wanted to get out of the pressure like we talked about earlier. Same side, very nice.
And there we go. Now he's going to get some of that good old health back.
Be able to do meter ender here, get a little bit. And okay, well, maybe some tournament nerves. Yeah. I like that. He dropped the combo, but still had the presence of mind to do teabag. I don't know if you caught that. I like this guy.
That's just the kind of guy he is. All right, I like those cancels on the fireballs. What a backdash, but no punish.
All right, I like the throw bait with the tongue, but he gets immediately broken. I'm surprised at the pace that Aphex is playing here with the neutral.
Yeah.
I think it's probably going to see what we're going to see what we saw last time: controlled, slow, neutral play, and then it's just going to go nuts. But against Jago, you have to be really careful. Jago hits hard in this game, and as always, in this version of the game, he still hits hard. And the life regeneration can be a big problem, especially against low damage characters, relatively low damage characters like Rash.
Even though Chronicle's getting a few touches here and there, I think he's being really linear with the approach.
Yeah, I mean, he's sort of just waiting, right?
Yeah.
And it's a good style, it's a good game plan. If he blocks tongue and DPs enough, every DP is what, like 10 to 15%?
Mm-hmm.
If it's a counter hit, it's like a crazy amount.
Oh, yeah.
And that's the only reason he's actually been able to even keep this as close as it is, because of stuff like that.
Very true.
But he's got meter, he's got instinct. This is one touch could lead into significant health regen for Jago here. And this is why you see Aphex playing pretty carefully. But he's
got him opened up.
The instant lockout.
Yeah, I don't think now. Of course, we do want to see that smart kind of play. You know, play some footsies, play the spacing game.
I like the fundamentals.
But at the same time, this is still KI, man, and you got to put a little bit of stank on it, man. You got to do something wild here and there.
Yeah.
Here and there.
I've played Chronicle enough online to know that he wants to out-neutral you, and he wants to out-footsie you, and he wants to do all that stuff. But I think especially in this game, or really in any game, you have to be so strong with that particular skill set that if that's all you rely on, you're going to have a hard time.
Yes.
Especially in this game, right? When you have Rash flying all over the place doing all this stuff, if you're just banking on whiff punishes and overheads or, you know, neutral play, you got to do more than that. And Jago can be pretty dirty with fireball cancels and, like, mid-screen overhead, jump-in overhead. Overhead is, you know, catching landing frames, things like that. Like, he can be a pretty dirty character, has really good resets, good stuff off flip out.
Yeah.
But we didn't really see any of that. So I don't think that switching to Shadow Jago here because of all that is necessarily a bad thing.
Yeah.
I think this is a pretty good trick. Maybe he's just more comfortable with Shadow Jago. Maybe Shadow Jago has more dirt. Maybe he'll be able to bring more of that out.
Yeah, this match is gonna get a little wild. I can already see that happening.
Oh God, I hope it does. You know I like footsies, but I like to see people get a little crazy.
You know, you're gonna see it. I promise that. Oh wow. All right, that was a good crouch medium punch, but it was a good break.
I like the. Oh, okay. All right.
That's your early game counter break,
Yeah,
Paul.
I dig it. I'm down. What's the mix up here? Okay, he just goes for DP to keep it safe with meter.
Oh man, that neutral jump was much needed because the blender was about to get real.
Yeah, a little bit of a scrambly situation happening here. I don't think he intends for those this cancels to be happening, but
I'm not gonna lie to you right now. He actually does.
Oh, it does? This is a life bar. This is actually a life bar. I don't know. I don't feel like he did anything, but he's winning, and by a significant amount.
Yeah. He's got about 50 left on the board, 55.
You know, I think he's just catching Aphex being Rash, right? And he's respecting Shago a lot less, because Shago's a lot less scary than Jago in the neutral, or in general. But here we go. He's gonna get the corner carry. He's really happy with those breaks right now, and it's costing him quite a bit. Like, that grab in the corner is so much damage.
That's a free 15.
Yeah, and a lot of people guess break at the end of combos. They see that it's about to be cashed out. There's not a huge counter break risk, so they might as well do it. But if you're in the corner, you're going to get that grab, and it's generally unscaled, and it's going to do a lot of damage. People go for that. People bank on that. And Aphex definitely does.
Yeah, I think Rash has the second most damaging grab in the game, maybe third.
That's right.
All right, we got good juggles here.
What's
I like the
mix-up?
cancel on the frames to get that recap.
Oh, I like the bait on the single hitting shadow move with the backdash. What? Okay. I don't know if that was intentional or a bug. It looked like he did an end. He got knocked out of the ender by the bite.
That was kind of weird. Okay, he's going to get that meter. What do we got?
What's the setup?
Good.
I don't like
Blocked
it.
by Aphex.
He could have used meter to make it safe.
He could have.
Shago has a mechanic called Surge that lets him use, I think it's a third of his meter to make some moves safe. What's the mix-up? Goes for cross FPP. Hey, it's working for you. Ah, I see. Right. Yeah, that is intentional. It lets him get the juggle. DP. Yep. Good reaction.
I like it. Very good stuff by Chronicle.
So he went for meaty DP, which. So he went for meaty DP, and then I think he did the surge to get the second hit, and then canceled. And somewhere in there, Aphex pressed the button, right? I don't think he was ready for the second DP, and that allowed him to convert all of that. But that's a really, you know that when he has meter, he can use a third of it to make his DP not safe, but he gets a second hit from his DP.
Yeah, he gets a second interval.
You need to be able to have the patience and in reaction to be able to actually punish that. It's not as easy as it seems.
Exactly. Because one of the scary things is if you let him get away with that first one, and then you get snatched up with a grab, and then it just turns into a whole nother blender again.
That's right. If you're not ready to punish that, he'll just land and continue pressure.
Yeah.
This is really working out for Chronicle still here.
Yeah.
But Aphex has momentum, gets broken, resets the neutral, but he's still got the bike. The bike gets so strong, instant lockout.
Oh no!
Drops combo. Okay, he went for a reset. I'm not sure if he was confident it's confirmed, but this could be pretty big damage.
That is some good damage.
He's going to cancel. No, he goes for the backdash DP. Not a bad choice. It got him out, but maybe he shouldn't have surged it. Or maybe instant cancel would have been a good option there.
That overhead, so hard to block.
Yeah, there's that light situation we talked about, right?
Yep.
Life bar is low. He just wants to end the combo. Goes for a light. That's the natural reaction on both players' part to do a light. It's a DP here.
Get a DP? He spins the bar. I don't know if he needed that, but...
I'm sure he needed it, but Shago's not usually short of meter, so probably not a huge deal. Just wanted to guarantee it. Yeah, cross up DP. I mean, Aphex hasn't blocked that a single time. Honestly, I would have gone for it again. Nice.
It's so hard to block it because you don't know if it's going to be the grab or the DP. Like, you honestly have to cancel.
Or the dive kick, which has a slight delay to it, so it requires a little bit more presence of mind and reaction. I would like to see Chronicle just cross up DP over and over again until he blocks it. There's really no reason not to. It doesn't do a lot of damage, but if you can't block it, just do it. Here we go.
Yeah.
Mix up.
I'm not mad at that.
Yeah.
A little too early, but I'm not mad at it.
But he didn't convert it to anything, right? He just threw him.
Yeah.
So he wasn't really ready for a punish there. I like this juggle. Is this going to be able to... No, you can't recap that in any way. He doesn't have meter. What did I say?
And look at it.
Just keep doing it, man.
And that was it. And you see, it's so dangerous because you don't know if it's going to be the DP or the grab. So the whole game, he switches side DP,
Right.
DP. Very last one, it's snatched him up.
It really is such a good mix-up. And actually, the Chronicle, there's even more. You can layer mix-ups on top of that cross-up on wake-up. It's really such a good move. Oh, nice footsies. I like it. Okay.
Yeah, and people say Shadow Jago doesn't have the best buttons.
I mean, he's got similar buttons to Jago, which are some of the best in the game.
Yeah.
You just have to know how to use them.
Exactly.
And they do a ton of damage.
Oh,
Those
yeah, raw
stray
hit.
heavies do a ton of damage.
Oh, yeah. And that potential is
that a
just
setup?
lingering.
Is
Oh,
that a
yes,
setup?
yes,
Okay,
it
yeah,
is.
where he's doing the whiff kick. Okay. Okay, canceled in the freeze frame. He canceled the dash DP into Shadow DP. I don't know if you saw that. I wasn't even sure you could do that.
There's a lot of things I'm not sure this character can do. Oh, no.
I like it.
I like it.
No, you can't taunt when you're losing.
Yeah, you
That's
don't
not how
get
this
to talk
works.
back to him.
Yes, keep doing it. Keep doing it. This is exactly right.
Oh, he just woke up and was mashing that light.
Yeah, I mean, in the instant lockout, I think at this point the Chronicle knows he has such a life lead that he doesn't care to break. He's fine with it. He's just going to guess break and hopefully he gets out of it.
Cash out, is that going to...
Oh, yeah.
He's getting DP.
He went for the throw bait. Good stuff. Good patience on Chronicle's part. He stayed on the same side. I like this. I like the mix-ups. There's that
The
reaction I was
surge
talking
got
about.
him.
Yep. Nice
Okay,
block in
good
the overhead.
block.
-3, not punishable on block. Not by this
Oh, it's
character.
-2 now.
Oh, it's -2 now.
Yes.
Not punishable by anybody. I like it. Okay. Patience.
Got him with the overhead.
I like it. I like it a lot. You know, and at this point, the Chronicle has done so much different stuff to Aphex on his wake up that I don't think Aphex knows what to do. And I think he's just hoping. I think he's just hoping that, like that, right? He's just hoping that he tries something and it works. Actually, I think he was going for wake up Shadow Boot, but the cross up gave him the, he doesn't know what to do.
Man.
We saw pretty early on that Aphex had no idea how to deal with the dash through, right? And he just doesn't, he can't block it, and then instead of trying to block it from there, right, he just tried to do stuff. And that's when I think things started to go even more downhill for him. Because it's a guess on the block, right? You might guess right, you might guess wrong, but if you're just continuously trying to wake up with stuff, you're going to get punished.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
So,
and then when you give somebody that opportunity to say, oh, so he really is just doing it now on his wake up. He's not trying to block at all. Now they can just start going wild with your wake up. And they're just getting free stuff off of it. And we saw that happen right there.
That's what they're praying for, right? That's what those Shago players are praying for. When they do the relatively tame cross-up mix-ups initially to sort of see how you're going to react, they're like, okay, he's blocking. He blocked one or two of them. I can still surge and make it safe. Let me do something a little dirtier next time. Okay, he got hit. Now let me keep trying that dirty thing, right? He kept getting hit by dash through DP, which is not a big deal. You can't convert that to a ton of damage. But he kept getting hit by it. So now at this point, he was going from maybe 30% success rate of blocking those cross-ups to now like 0% because he's trying to mash out. And that's exactly what happened. Then it just snowballed out of control at that point.
Yeah.
So really, really impressive stuff to recognize that. So who do we have coming up now?
Okay.
This is a winner's bracket. This is winner's finals.
Winner's finals.
Nicky and Menzo. Man, Menzo in winner's finals is pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Pretty crazy.
I like it though.
I wonder,
because you can't say he doesn't deserve it.
Oh yeah, definitely not saying that. I mean, he's been playing since season 1. He's been grinding out the game. He's been through multiple characters. He finally found one that he likes.
Yeah.
So I mean, I'm sure he's ecstatic to be up there. I know how much he loves this game and how serious of a player he is, so I'm sure he's having a great time.
Well, nothing could mean more to him than to win this match right here.
Oh yeah, I mean, like, Nicky is a great player and has been doing really well, so I think anyone would be happy to beat him in any tournament, especially in winners finals of, I think he's definitely going to be happy if he wins this one. He's obviously going to go with Rash. I don't think he would go back to Glacius, as Glacius is probably a bit rusty. Plus, I think Rash would do way better in this matchup anyway. But no Mira from Nicky, which we've been seeing a lot of recently. And I wonder if that's a matchup thing, but he hasn't played Mira at all, right?
Yeah.
He hasn't played Mira at all in this top 8, so maybe he's just getting sick of Mira. Who knows? Instant pressure, and you know
Nicky's breaking.
You know Nicky's breaking. And you know he's going to be right 80% of the time.
I know, right?
What's the mix-up, cross-up? Nice block.
Good blocks, but drop the juggle. He needed, oh, the bait. That was pretty dang dangerous.
There's the break again.
If I come to find out that that was on purpose.
Yeah, so you can see Nicky's throwing out plasma charge and neutral to stop the approach, but it wasn't there.
Did that overhead just crush the low?
I don't know, I missed that.
I might be mistaken,
There it is.
but
Good
wow,
call.
what a
good
read.
call. Yeah, I mean, I felt that felt obvious. Optimal damage here. Good stuff. Goes for, you know, takes instinct, takes the opportunity, doesn't want to put himself in a situation where he doesn't get too instinct, just in case he gets opened up. Gets the reactor spinning a bit better.
I like the choice. Okay, good job.
Nice. Yeah, I respect it. Drops a combo though. I'm not sure if that was a reset or probably a reset. Wants to make up the life deficit. Yeah, not a bad choice to go through the do the shadow plasma charge to get through the bike. It is technically considered a projectile. Same side, yep, overhead.
Yeah, if Rash is riding the bike, it's a physical attack, and then if it's loose by itself, it's a projectile, right?
Good matchup knowledge there. I mean, this is going very bad for Menzo.
And he hits him with the ultimate after some wild gameplay there. I mean, honestly, in all honesty, Nicky really didn't do much there. Nicky just played kind of crazy.
Yeah, honestly, I feel like I started talking about plasma charge for 2 seconds, and then all of a sudden Menzo was in that red health bar, and I'm like, I'm not entirely sure what happened there. But
look at Nicky! Oh my gosh!
He looks a little like Weird Al there, doesn't he? He's kind of like a Weird Al vibe.
Yeah. With the Buckeyes right there. Yeah.
Menzo is like, I'm not sure. I'm not sure what Menzo's thinking right now. I think he's just gonna pick Rash and go more nuts. And honestly, I think that should be his game plan.
Yeah, because one thing that I think that Nicky was doing there, when I say Nicky was playing crazy, I think that was one of those things where you go, all right, I'm going to play you crazy so you calm down, and then I'm going to play you crazy. Yeah. You know? And
that is like Nicky's strategy a lot of the time.
Yeah.
Lots of wake-up DPs. You see it early, and then he like stops, right? And then you start respecting. And you can't let yourself get conditioned like that because he plays really good characters, and if you start giving them space, you're just going to let yourself get mixed. You don't want that. So Menzo is definitely like, it's hard to condition Menzo to stop breaking. And
yeah, I don't know if that's going to happen. Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
what are we, 6 counter breakers deep 10 seconds in the game?
Yeah, I like the patience there to go for the rapid reset, but Menzo jumped out.
Oh wow.
Good, optimizing the damage. Gets the corner carry, he's going to get a mix up here. No, he's a little too far away.
I honestly thought that combo was going to blow out.
Yeah, see, this is what I'm talking about. I think Menzo was playing it safe there when I think he should just gone for a mix-up.
Yeah. He got the hit, though.
Good confirm. This is a good opportunity here to get some stuff out. Yeah, good lockout. Good stuff. Yeah, I was afraid he was going to go for another reset attempt there, like he did the last time, but I'm glad to see that he confirmed, got the lockout and ended the life bar. It's a good spot for him right here.
You know, he got caught.
Yeah, I told you.
He's one more car. He did it.
He's not going to stop breaking. That is a really strong instinct, but if you know your spots and you have a projectile invincible move, you can punish Rash on it.
Yeah.
I think Nicky is definitely showing that he's done that homework. Corner carry.
Okay, I like that he tried to continue that combo there. But it was a really good break by Nicky. Stopped it all. Now the corners are switched.
Yeah, he keeps going for the overhead.
Oh, wow.
It's a really tough spot against Fulgore. He backs out. He's afraid of the instinct cancel wake up. Yeah. Nice patience in defense on Nicky's part.
Oh, good sweep.
Overhead again. Yeah. This could be it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's an interesting thing when your player stays like a mix-up ahead of you, right? So Nicky's in the corner and he's overheaded you 3 times. What are you going to do? Are you going to block high or are you expecting the low to come, right?
Exactly.
I think Nicky identified quickly there that Menzo was trying to stay a step ahead, but Nicky was actually like a mix-up ahead there, and it was overhead every time. That really worked out for him, and that overhead is a heavy button. Does a lot of raw damage initially. You can cancel it to an unbreakable shadow. That's a tough spot, man.
Into the low laser, so you go 50-50 immediately.
That is a tough spot to be in. And Menzo's, you know, he's like, I think he's he doesn't look mentally defeated. He just looks like he doesn't know what the hell to do.
He just looks like, oh, Fulgore. That's what he looks like right now.
He's taking some time.
Yeah.
He's thinking about it. I'm not sure. I'm honestly not sure what he thinks to do. I think beyond characters and tool sets and matchups, I think he's just being outclassed as a player at this point.
Yeah. It's kind of what it's looking like.
And Nicky is the smuggest he's ever been.
Oh, yeah.
He's like, can we just get this over with so I can go play Injustice?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
All right, what's the mix-up? Yeah, he missed the timing there, so it was pretty easy to block. Corner carry again. I see a lot of lows this time, probably. Good stuff. Yeah,
wow.
that's good awareness of the tongue not being plus on block and counter poking. He's getting out of there. He's done that pretty.
Got to get out of there now.
He's done that pretty consistently on Menzo's wake up when he has instinct. Just give him some space, let him wake up with it. I mean, that's another characteristic of a like a high level player versus just a high level player in this game is baiting or knowing that the instinct activation is coming and not respecting it at all. That's sort of like the next level. But Menzo just always activating immediately. Yeah, good jump out. That's the break. This is the point where Nicky's psychic breaks are probably messing with your head so much that you just don't know what to do when you open a combo.
Exactly. Like he's been broken on every single thing, and I guarantee when he does go for that counter breaker, Nicky's not gonna break.
Yep, and you're gonna, a lot of people will call it random. A lot of people will say it's just guessing. But look, man, it's a read like anything else in the game, right? If I broke your medium the first time, you might cycle to the heavy. I'm gonna guess break heavy, right? It's a read like anything else.
I like that you said that, Paul.
Yeah, I mean,
maybe people will listen now that it comes from Paul, because I say that all the time.
Yeah, I mean, it's frustrating to be broken, right? And I'm not talking about, there's not much to be said there. I think, like we said, I think just Menzo was a bit outclassed there. Not to say he's not a good player, he's a great player. I mean, this is winners finals, right? So he still has an opportunity in Louisiana. Nicky being smug.
Yeah.
But I don't think there was much Menzo could figure out in that last game to overcome the difference in the player capability at that point. But yeah, talking about the combo breakers, like, a lot of people will get, when you're in that situation, you're being broken over and over, and it seems like a guess because it's relatively like frame one. It's frustrating, and you want to criticize the game or you want to criticize the player for doing that. But look, man, it's a read like anything else,
Yeah.
And it's also situational. You can read the odds, right? If I know your character's hitting me with a heavy opener from full screen, I know that you can't do a heavy manual from that point, right? So like it limits the options. It becomes 33%. Now it comes down to 50%. You're playing the odds, right? You're guessing, but you're playing the odds. You're reading the player. It's all just really high level player-to-player stuff, and I think it's really interesting to see a player like Nicky utilize that type of strategy against people who just fall apart when it happens to them. We saw it happen. We saw it happen. So Menzo is going to be waiting in losers finals, and Cirque Nicky sitting pretty in grand. And now we've got Jackal versus Chronicle, right?
Yeah, Chronicle. Yeah, Jackal versus Chronicle. Chronicle's got his Jago haircut. Jackal has his Morpheus glasses.
Oh man, I love the Killer Instinct community. We've got some cool characters, man. Yeah, we've got some really great people, man. Everyone's super nice. Everyone's fun to talk to.
Yeah.
I don't think we're going to see a Gargos mirror here.
No
right?
way. No.
Yeah, I don't think so. Especially since I think the Chronicle, he plays a bunch of characters. I don't think Jackal really plays. He plays Eyedol, I guess. We saw that earlier, but not to not the same level of his he's Gargos. So we're probably going to see.
He's for sure going Gargos.
Yeah, he definitely is. We're probably going to see a Jago. Jago.
Might go Aria.
If I see a Gargos mirror, I'm just going to leave. I'm going to walk up the stage.
You're going to get out of
here?
here?
Yeah, I'm done. I'm done for the night.
Solo zip, guys. Solo zip.
He's definitely going to go for it. There's no way he's going to go for it.
Honestly, though, that mirror is terrible. I can't stand watching that mirror.
Yeah, it's a little, it's just a little nutty. It's a little crazy.
Well, I mean, it's just trades of Portal Punch. It's like, Portal Punch, your turn, your turn, your turn.
A lot of Psycho Crushers meeting in the air, stuff like that.
Yeah.
I wish I knew what that move's name was so I could stop referencing a
It's
game
actually called Reckoning.
Reckoning. All right, I will never
I
say
like calling
Psycho
it Psycho Crusher, though. Like, that's what it is.
Yeah, I mean, if you don't know Killer Instinct and I say Psycho Crusher, you're going to know what move I'm talking about.
Exactly,
right?
exactly.
It's like saying DP, right? None of these moves are Dragon Punches, but we know what it means.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. It was long and drawn out at the character select screen, but I think we all knew what was going to happen.
Yeah, it did take him a hot minute to pick these characters.
It's the mind game. I like it. Play the mind game at the character select screen if you can. I dig it.
You notice, like, as soon as Jackal sits down, he gets that same face every time.
Oh, yeah.
Like, he does not switch it up.
Yeah, he's serious. I like that. He's totally serious once you get into it. You see guys up there on the stage, like, smiling, having a – this is a fight, man. This is war. You better go in there and be, like, ready to kill.
Yeah,
You want to go in there and be all laughing. Nah, those guys always lose. Those smiley, laughy guys, they always lose. Watch. Yeah. Just watch next time you see one of those guys. But this long-range fireball game is kind of working out for the Chronicle. Really interesting stuff. That's not the kind of gameplay I expected.
Yeah, I didn't expect him to do that either. And I didn't know that the speed of those fireballs could stop him from – I didn't know he couldn't get a portal punch in between them.
Yeah, that's really interesting to see that. This is a bad spot for Jackal. I mean – yeah, I think he should have popped Instinct there. It might be hard for him to get to at this point. Well, actually, no. I mean, if he breaks early, he can still get to. But
good man, the blender is going on. Wow, the last piece touched.
Yeah, he's playing super. It's interesting to see Jackal playing this way.
Is there something up with Jackal's controller?
Yeah, there might be a malfunction or something. I don't see him.
Like this is very uncharacteristic.
Yeah, I just don't see him doing much, and his buttons might not be set correctly. Yeah.
Yeah, he went ahead and paused that. Yeah. I think
that's so unfortunate.
Yeah, especially at this point of the tournament. And that's what button checks are for.
Yeah, I mean, in this game, you can do it at the character select screen, right? And they're just always going. There's a menu. You have a menu. You can go in and set your buttons in this game. Just got to always do that. And I understand, you sit down, you forget, but you just have to remember that. It's such a bad, like, I've been in this situation a ton of times where you're getting close to the bracket. You're in top 3 or top 4, and like, every game is so important because the players are so good. And, the first games can be toss-ups sometimes and a lot of, like, data collection. Yes. Yeah, so we're just getting confirmation that Jackal's buttons were off, which is pretty much what we suspected.
That is very unfortunate.
Yeah, I mean, like I was saying, right, every game counts against players like this, and to give one up like that is putting yourself behind so much because now you're
less adjustment time.
Yeah, you have a lot less time to adjust and to play games, like maybe potentially pick a different character. You've lost that cushion. Yeah. Luckily, this is 3 out of 5. In 2 out of 3, that puts even more pressure on you.
Oh yeah, it puts it immediately to do or die. And all right, here we go. He starts off aggressive. He wants to start the game off in his face.
Yeah, I think Jackal really needs to take this one to neutralize that sort of mental advantage that Chronicle has right now. I think Chronicle's just gonna go nuts if that doesn't happen.
Yeah.
But that was a good block on the cross-up DP. Jackal's definitely recognized that he favors that mix-up. Good stuff. I don't know if the bait was intentional, but the mix-up was good. It worked out for him. It was really nice.
Look at that -2, man. You can't really.
A lot of players like to try to grab when the other guy's -2 or -3. In this game, invincible backdashes and whatnot.
Yeah.
Put you at a loss.
Yeah, I don't.
So does that technically not count as a grounded heavy? The overhead?
It doesn't, and I don't understand why.
Well, he's not on the ground. That might be why.
Okay, well, yeah. That's funny. I'll take it.
All right, nice DP. That's a misinput.
Misinput. Oh, he got out.
That was not. I think he might have mistook that for a command grab animation or something like that. There's really no recovery on that thing.
No.
That's a command move, right, for the minion, I think? Yeah, I'm not a Gargos player, so I think that's what it is.
That's exactly what it is, though.
Yeah, Chronicle's good. Chronicle's sitting pretty. He's got meter. He's got enough to do a mix-up and keep it safe. I don't think he needs to do anything nuts here, but he did do something nuts. And it's awesome.
He just threw it out.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it was one of those moments like, hey, he's already taken so much health off. It's like, he could risk it.
Yeah, if he had done something and caught him, it would have been really even bigger, right? He has a good advantage now, but if he had caught him, it would have been really big. So I guess the risk was relatively low in the long run.
Exactly. All right, Jackal is right on the brink of instinct. He doesn't have it yet. Now he's got it. Okay. And we're going to see if he opts to pop it. Yes, he does. He's going to get popped with a heavy.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I like that he used those invincibility frames.
And that has upper body invincibility, right? Is that why that works?
Oh, no. When he's leaving the ground, he's completely invincible.
It's completely invincible?
Oh, yeah.
Is that new?
No.
Okay. Okay. This is not good. This is not good. This switched around on the Chronicle.
Oh, wow. That hurt a lot worse than I thought it was going to.
This is getting close to chip range. That's a punish. That should have been a punish right there with Shadow Portal Punch. But I mean, yeah, chip anything at that point.
Yeah.
Would have done it. So I mean, this is really good for Jackal to come back from a loss with poorly mapped, incorrectly mapped buttons.
Yeah.
He needed that. He needed that to sort of equalize
That's exactly what he
And it's
needed.
good that he seems to have a pretty good control of the player matchup as well. So.
He's nice and calm, and I don't think that hurt him too bad to lose that game. It could have hurt really bad.
Yeah, so maybe a more inexperienced player would have, broken down a little bit that second game. Some people just can't handle that sort of, like mental pressure in situations like that.
Yeah.
But he's got the stone face, man. He's doing it.
Stone face, Gargos with the stone skin. Oh. Okay, that was a good break.
Yep. We saw this avalanche pretty quickly against Chronicle last game too, so we might see the same thing again here. Is that a punish? There's got to be a punish coming out of this somewhere. But he took a pretty good amount of damage from that.
Yeah, he tried to make him pop it. I like the idea from both players. He didn't go for it.
Yeah.
Chronicle was like trying to force him to go for it.
Again, like if you're not familiar with the game, it looks a little scrambly, but every situation is pretty calculated. And
Yeah.
there was like a pretty good reason each of the players did what they did in that situation. A lot of good game and character knowledge.
Full light combo, I like it. Both
I
of
like the
minions.
DP just to get some hits on the minions. Yeah, I like it. He's at a life man, good cancel there. Keep it safe.
Oh, wow.
That instant lockout, he's done that so much throughout this top 8. I really would like to see him stop that from the jump ins. All right, we got things equaled out. We got a minion on the screen. Jago has meter, which means he has options.
Okay, that was a nice trade. Let's see what we got here. Good blocks by Jackal.
Yeah, and I think that's good recognition there. You saw him after the pizza cutter. He did crouch jab, right? That move is not always plus.
Right.
If you press it on
Depending
the way
on the
up,
height.
you definitely need to be, and you block that, you need to be counter focused. Do not take that mix up.
Chronicle. Light breaks are on point right now. And the mix-ups
I
are
like
real,
the mix-up
but
and a
the
good
shadow
block, yeah.
counter was even better.
I like it. This is good.
Getting damage, yeah.
It's good damage. Still got the minion out. He's close to bringing out a second one here. He might do that now. No, he's going to go for the Shadow Portal Punch.
This is as strong as I've seen Jackal play this whole tournament. He's being very aggressive nonstop. You haven't seen him really, wake up from a trade situation and just sit.
Yeah.
He establishes what he wants and he keeps it going.
Yep. And
that is a punish.
That is going to equalize things a bit, but Jackal's got instinct. He's got stone skin, but if he makes the wrong decision here, okay.
Oh, was he going to get a backdash? No, he can't get it.
Gargos.
Yeah, I feel like he should have went for like a spaced heavy punch, and then I think that's a little more even on whiff. That he's a little more safe on that, and he could have maybe backdashed before Gargos came down.
Yeah, and I'm surprised he wasn't ready for it because that's the go-to for Gargos players when they have instinct and they want to get the advantage.
Yeah, and I mean,
And Jago has such good movement that would have been pretty easy to avoid letting him get the cancel and punish him. But it's tournament. They're getting late into the bracket. It's not surprising to see certain decisions not being optimal. Oh, that was really good.
yeah, very good whiff punish, but Chronicle back at it, got him in that corner. I like it. Tried to hit him with the double side switch on the wake up.
He's going to cash out here.
Yeah, he's got to get that damage.
It's going to be another cross-up mix-up. No, he stays on the same size. It's going to be a grab. He's off the ground. So
Yep.
this is going to be a punish. The armor is going to work.
Oh, did he catch the backdash?
That's a clutch break right there. That could have been another avalanche for him. These portal punches, he gets locked out full screen. It's not a big deal. They don't do a ton of
Doesn't hurt,
damage.
Yeah, 14%, yeah. But we got 2 minions on the board. That's
like
where it
the
hurts
slide.
bad.
I like that slide. Full screen goes through both minions, punishes Gargos on the startup of, I'm assuming a portal punch or something like that. Really good. And those are the types of risks that you have to take that sometimes look like the player might not know what he's doing or that it's just being random. But in this game, you have a really strong tool set, and so does the other guy, and you have to use the tools. They're all good. They're all valuable. and it's really good to see people do stuff like that. He's going for the recapture.
Oh, wow.
Oh, man, this guy is disrespectful. He had the meter to get a cash out in the air, but instead he went for the recapture to extend the level 4 combo for no reason and counter broke. I like that. That is disrespect.
Oh, okay, so Jackal's going to have to put on a lot right now to get this comeback.
Yeah, you know what? No instinct. He's only got 1 minion.
I'm
not
really
seeing
low
it
on
happen
meter.
here. Yeah, I mean, at any point he can knock that minion out with, yeah, it's really not going to work.
That was a good DP by
That was really good decision making right there. I like what Jackal's doing. I like the way he's playing. I think in the past, Jack, when he was relatively new, he had problems with defense, but he doesn't seem to have those problems. He did a little earlier in the bracket, but right now he seems to be solid. Especially blocking Shadow Jago is not easy. He seems to be he's holding it together. He's holding it together. It can be overwhelming. I mean, you see he's just flying all over the place. Left, right, mix up, grab, mix up, meaty on the same side. It can be hard, but he's dealing with it really well.
I like his use of the crouching heavy punch. He'll catch a jump.
Yeah.
You know, a very good meaty.
Okay. Some footsies in there. Counterfold. Keeps it short. I think he messed up there. He obviously wouldn't want to trade up that corner position, but
no.
Nice. The grab actually hits the minion. That was really lucky. Otherwise, the minion probably would have hit him out of the extension here.
Oh,
yeah,
no.
he went for it that time, but he
still
still got hit. Yeah, he should have gone forward. Nice grab.
Wow, grabbed on his wake up.
Those are really your only 2 options when Gargos has Stone Skin, is to grab him or beating him with a heavy button. He cannot block that heavy button when he has the Stone Skin, but he can break. He does get a free break if you manage to get a hit on him when he's in that state. Good awareness with the DP, but he still got punished.
Jackal stays light with a lot of his combos.
Yeah, he does. I think he definitely prefers the mix-ups over trying to get the damage.
Yeah.
And I mean, for Shadow Jago, it's hard to build that damage. It can be hard to build that damage if you don't know really optimal stuff.
Yeah.
And in just traditional combos in this game, it can be difficult to build that meter. So I understand it.
Yeah, he's so elusive.
But see, this is how he's doing, right? After 2 or 3 dropped combos, you're in a level 4, right? And that's where you get the good cash outs.
Nice meter gain along with it.
That's a really great. That was good.
Yeah, that's what I like to call the juice is loose. And he put it on. And so Chronicle's going to stay on, and he's going against Menzo, right?
Menzo, yeah, who's sitting in losers finals. This is losers finals now, I believe. You know, that's got to be a pretty challenging matchup for Gargos. At any point in the neutral, Shadow Jago.
Shadow Jago? Yeah.
I feel like that at any point in the neutral, Shadow Jago has an option that can sort of just defeat everything. We saw so many times where Shadow Jago just did full screen slide, went through 2 minions, and hit Gargos while he was trying to do something. That's really strong. And again, you might say, it's risky. Yeah, it's risky. But look at the value he gets from that, right? And he also has the fireball, which is really good. I mean, he has a ton of options to just get through all that stuff. So
we had found out in the very first game something I had no idea of. Because a lot of the time when you try to zone with Gargos from max range, you throw yours, and then once he blocks it, it's his turn to do a portal punch.
Yeah.
The heavy Shindokuken, that's what you call Shadow Jagos? Or is it
let's go with that. Yeah.
Shindokuken, whatever. The full screen one, the heavy version, was keeping it where there was no gap. Gargos could not throw a portal punch.
Yeah,
he was getting hit on counter hit over and over. I had never seen that. And so, when you get into the area where you can take away his zoning game, and if he does establish his, you can slide him too.
Yeah, and I'm surprised we didn't see him abuse that a little more, because real early on, he's like, okay, I can throw 2 fireballs before you can even do a portal punch, and you don't have meter. You don't really have any other options from full screen. That's going to cause you to have to come at me, which is really what I'm trying to do the whole game, is get in on you. So I'm going to use that a little more, but maybe he wasn't confident that was a real thing. It's hard in a tournament match to be like, that looks real, but I'm not going to press the issue because I might get punished or whatever. So I can understand not trying to abuse something that you might not be aware of.
Especially when in that same match, once he got in, he kind of took control once he got in.
Yeah, that's the thing.
So it's either or.
Those fireballs don't do a lot of damage. So, I mean, if he can just dash on your wake up and DP and cross you up and it's going to work 80% of the time, which it did, I would go for that too.
Yeah.
So here we go. We've got the Chronicle, and this is Losers Finals versus Menzo. He's going with the standard Jago, the non-shadow version.
So
there we go. Flip outs, which he wasn't making use of when he played against
Aphex.
Aphex, right? And now I'd like to see that a little more.
But I was going to say, wow.
Good.
Okay,
Yeah, that's what you need to do in this matchup. Maybe not spend the meter, but in fact, you probably would have got more damage if you had to spend the meter. Those raw, heavy DPs from Jago do so much on counter hit.
So much on counter.
It's ridiculous.
Look, he's got Menzo calm.
What does he hit him with other than DPs? Yeah, it's punish. Yeah. So as good as that instinct is, if you misuse it, you can get punished.
This
is looking pretty
that was a good
one-sided.
try. Yeah, this is. Oh my goodness!
I'm not sure that's really like.
I don't think that was real.
I don't think you can do forward roundhouse with Jago when you block tongue, but let's wait to see if he gets punished.
If he does that again,
yeah. Man, good like decision making there. Good spacing.
I don't understand. I feel like that's the second grab that was in place, but it whipped.
He's got a read on the types of combos that Menzo likes to do, and he's going to break it. He goes for the pretty obvious reset here, but Menzo didn't pick up on it. Yeah, that's on reaction. That's on reaction.
I like it.
If you hadn't committed to a button yet and you see a shadow move like that freeze, you can just DP on reaction.
I think another DP right there would have been the game.
That's what I was thinking too. Yeah.
Nah, I wouldn't have killed him.
It might have might have traded. It would have been more close.
Oh, that was the moment.
I'm surprised Chronicle didn't pick up on that and block that. He's just going for chip here. But that Shadow Fireball is not entirely safe from that distance. But I'm not sure the jab was a real punish. He might have just pressed the button there.
Oh, that's it.
Yeah, exactly.
TP.
And that's what we talked about earlier, right? Sometimes your instinct, you just want to use it to get freeze frames and get a reaction, right? Like some of the stuff in this game is hard to react to, or the conditioning is so good. There's such a large tool set. Sometimes instinct is just good to get off. Like, can I DP safely here? Yeah, okay, take the freeze frame. I see he's going for overhead. I'm going to end it. Yeah. I think we talked about this a little earlier. I think Menzo's sort of a step, just a slight step behind, not too far behind a lot of the top players, because I think maybe a more seasoned player in that instance would have baited the instinct and not committed to something.
Yeah.
And would have afforded him a little more time to maybe get another mix-up or extend his life a little more. But you saw Menzo just kind of go right for it.
A fairly negative overhead too, so even if he got blocked, he was going to eat something. So.
Yeah, it generally needs to be canceled into like a safe special.
A Ram's head or something like that.
Which can be shadow countered.
Yeah.
It's all right. He's going in again. I'd like to see maybe a little more craziness. I want to see craziness. I think that's what he needs to do. But he got punished on all those tongue approaches.
Exactly.
So he might not know how to approach at this point. Maybe ground base might be better. But this is a good start. He's got him in the corner. I'm not sure. He's probably trying to go for DP and not fireball there. But he got stuffed. Nice backdash.
That was a good trade from him. Oh, wow.
Look, good patience there. He's expecting the shadow wake up. Yeah, no break.
Okay, so now we're going to get some health back. I like it. Keep it short. Okay, he didn't throw the shadow fireball at the end.
Probably just dropped. There is a little bit of an adjustment going from online to offline in this game.
Yeah.
Even though the netcode in this game is the best in any fighting game there's ever been, except maybe Skullgirls, there is still a little bit of a frame difference in terms of input delay going on and offline, and we see some players run into issues with that sometimes.
Yeah. All right, so Menzo is holding his own right now. Doing a good job. If he would have saw that lockout, he could have got him a good bit more off that. Oh, very good job. Going straight through that fireball. He's got him right where he wants him. Didn't have to drag that combo. I think he could have just got the wall splat and kept the blender going.
Yeah, and I think Chronicle's really scared of a counter break right now. He's been going for that option a lot. It's good to see Menzo recognize that, sort of stay patient and shadow coming. Oh, too much respect. Too much respect.
I've never seen Chronicle use so many shadow DPs in neutral.
Yeah, I don't know what that is. I don't know if it's I don't know if he's just like panicking a little bit and maybe hitting two buttons at the same time, or sometimes
maybe he
a
just
normal
wants
DP
the shadow fireball.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe he's trying to do DP shadow fireball cancel. I don't really know what the game plan is there. Most of these situations, I think just the DP would do it. Yeah. But I mean, he's making a comeback here. No break, yeah. I didn't think we were going to see one. I didn't believe it. He goes for the
Shadow boots. No, he did it. Oh, and it still got him. That was really good, though. Not mad at the idea.
I respect it. I mean, I think actually the only thing there, if you get a read on the instinct activation as Jago, I think you can time a Shadow Wind Kick to go through the bike and hit him on his landing frames, because you know how he does the bike and then he jumps back, Rash? So if you time that correctly and you bait the instinct activation, you can do Shadow Wind Kick, go through the bike, and hit Rash as he's coming down. But I guess maybe he's not aware of that, or maybe didn't believe in it, so he just went for the Shadow DP.
I've never tried that. I'm gonna have to take you up on that offer.
Yeah, especially if a character like Wolf has a Shadow recapture. That's what I use a lot when I bait raw instinct activation from Rash players. Right, bike's gonna come out, he's gonna loop back. You just do Shadow leaping slash, and it catches him on the jump back every time, and you get a full combo. So like we were saying, right, it's a good instinct. It's really strong, but there are opportunities to just raw punish it if you know how to do that.
Yeah, yeah. Or if you react to what the guy's going for.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so we got that's 1-1 on the board.
That's 1-1, yep. And we've got to switch to Jago from Chronicle.
And this is the same thing he did last time. As soon as he took that one loss with Jago against Aphex, he switched over and had a pretty dominant showing, actually.
Yeah, it's interesting because normally I would say don't switch. You're doing okay, you've already won a game, why are you switching, right?
Yeah.
But the switch from slow, calculated, footsie-type style play to this crazy mix-up style might just be too much for some people to adjust, you know? And that's exactly what we're seeing.
But this kind of play is where Menzo was born.
Yep, this is what Menzo likes to do. It's going to be a DP. I'm not sure about the meter. I'm not sure why he keeps going for that. Could have just done regular DP.
Well, isn't it because I was wondering that last time when he was playing Aphex. Now, isn't that because the move is already out and it's meaty, so
yeah,
the startup frames of the DP?
The DP has invincibility on frame 0, right?
Gotcha.
So you could just do the regular DP. I think what he's really trying to go for is some kind of cancel or some kind of funky tech or something like that. It's not panning out. Or maybe not. Maybe he's just okay spending the meter.
Yeah.
There's that mix-up again. We haven't seen that work. What was that? Is that tech?
Yeah. It's a little fidget they can do with the bike.
I like it. But yeah, he hasn't. That like slide under tech worked for a few times, like a few games ago, but no one's really getting hit by that anymore. I'd like to see him just do cross FDP until it stops working.
Yeah.
Oh, nice overhead. We hadn't seen that for a while. Yeah, Menzo likes lights.
Yes, he does.
Chronicle's been breaking those for
He's breaking them all
3
day.
games now.
Making
That's
use of that heavy kick.
He didn't believe in the punish.
Oh, man, this can be bad.
Okay, no breaks yet. There's a good opportunity to break.
And that's it.
Yeah. Menzo will break.
Yeah, I mean, it was a, if I break it, if I
That's
don't
the
break it,
mix-up.
then I die.
That's KI, baby. That's the mix-up.
Yeah.
Because if he hadn't broke, he would have got advantage. It wouldn't have been, he had a long road ahead of him. But
Yeah. Yeah, that was do or die, man.
that was pretty quick.
That's what I'm saying, man.
That was a quick game.
That's why in the first game, in the first match, I mean, even though he ended up winning round 1, I didn't understand why he picked Jago when, yeah, it's a different player, but it's still Rash, and he dominated Aphex, so why not just stick with what you were doing?
Yeah. Though I think that was largely player-based, right? He dismantled Aphex as a player in that game with the cross-ups, right?
Yeah.
You're starting fresh with Menzo. You don't know if you have that, right? So you have to establish that first. So maybe that's why. I think Jago out of the gate against a character like Rash, right? Rash is going to hit you a ton. Yeah. Jago doesn't need to hit you a ton because he does a good amount of damage, and he gets his health back, right? So I think that's maybe the idea, right? Both of these characters are sort of like death by 1,000 cuts. I mean, they can do big damage in certain situations, but in your common situation, it's low damage. So I think maybe that's what Chronicle is going for. But he's favoring the mix-ups now.
Yeah, he really didn't need that, and I like the no-break attempt on that. Very good defense and gets that button in. Yeah.
Yep, that's what you need to do against that character. There it is again. Yep. Good reaction. It's really hard for a lot of players to do. Nice block on the overhead. He was obviously pressing buttons there. That is only -2. Yep.
All right, got the hard knockdown. What are we going to get?
Yeah, just trying to get out of the corner there. It worked out for me. Menzo didn't get a strong punish. Nice mix-up. Thought he was going for the overhead again.
And he's going to get the health gauge. All right, still sitting pretty heavy on the health. Almost got instinct, opened up, wall splat. What's the mix-up?
Yeah, I like the short combo into the instinct activation, but he's definitely has to make this happen.
I'm loving that DP bait. That's what he had did to Nicky earlier, and it got me a little hyped. That jump and then
I like it.
turn.
Yep. Yeah, it's that instant lockout again. Chronicle has an issue with that from stuff that's happening in the air.
As we've seen, honestly, everybody that's played Rash in this tournament, they're all breaking that stuff early going.
Yep.
I mean, even Nicky was breaking Rash at the first frame, but he was getting him. He was getting him right.
People just don't want to be in the air juggle scenario because it's so hard to break all of that stuff.
Yeah.
And sometimes can lead to standing resets.
Exactly. Okay.
So pretty close here. Oh, he didn't get the autocorrect.
Exactly.
Throw with. It's not going to be huge damage, but he's got positioning, and I mean, one hit here could be. Oh, I don't agree with that. I would have liked to see the reset because it's one correct guess. Yeah.
Got
Either
it.
way, yeah. I mean, it's all good.
Oh, okay. Okay, I thought he was going to let the whole Ultra rock.
I would have liked to see him style on him a little bit. Going into the last game,
why not?
you'd be like,
Get that little breather.
I won the last game, by the way. Now we're going to the next game. I got the momentum.
Exactly.
What's going on? Oh, they're going to go to
Something with the fight stick. What's going on?
These cameos are killing me.
All right. I think that's Menzo feeling himself. I don't know. I think it is. He's like, yeah.
Is that a sigh of relief or is that, yeah, I'm the man? I can't tell.
He looks confident as hell. I mean,
Yeah,
he looks
does.
like he's going to win this whole thing. Let's go. I like the God, I like that a lot.
Those counter
He's
pokes.
not letting him get away with that stuff at all.
Yeah, not at all.
But to Menzo's credit, he's finding other ways to get stuff started.
Yeah. And it's not like Chronicle's punishing him hard. Yes, he is getting counter pokes, but he's not punishing him enough for Menzo to say, "Wow, I can't do that."
That's a really great point, and it's interesting to see him not adjust because right, sometimes you just don't know and you don't believe in the confirm. You jab, you're like, I don't know, you know what I mean? At this point, I feel like he should be confident in the punish.
Yeah.
Because he's leaving a lot of damage on the table, not doing that. And this is good. They're going to be big for him.
He made him waste that meter, but that combo gave Menzo a whole nother bar. That's a lot of meter gain. Wait, what are we getting here? Oh, okay, I like that.
I like that.
Menzo's probably gonna. Ooh, if there was no break, that was gonna be the round.
Yeah, those lights are really. He needs to change his combos up a little bit.
Yeah.
Because like we were saying before, right? You get a player read on the combos, and it looks like he's just guess breaking on frame 0. But I mean, I'm sitting here as a commentator. I can see that Menzo loves light buttons to end combos early and put you in a mix-up. Why not just guess break on frame 0 that it's the light? He's gonna end the combo early anyway. So if you're right, you get the break.
Yeah.
And that's just him recognizing player tendencies. The mix-up worked that time.
It's just sometimes it becomes a little bit too much resets.
Yeah.
Just take what you got. I mean, he lost about 7% potential damage there.
Yeah, the interesting thing about those reset heavy play styles in this game especially is that it becomes a mix-up to not do that at one point.
Exactly.
Yeah, I think he's just trying to eke out a little bit of a life lead. I respect it. These throws
I like that grab.
in the corner are going to be tough, but he's got instinct. He's got lots of resources. He's got a lot of options here.
Oh,
That's
wow.
a really interesting anti-air.
If he would have let that go and
Love the
kept the
counter
lights up.
pulls. Yep.
Okay, what are we going to
Save,
get?
but he can convert this. Is there going to be another break? No break. He doesn't trust.
No!
This is
Did
what
you
we're
really
talking
just sell your
about.
tournament life for that? You did.
Oh, this is what I hate to see. We just talked about this.
Yes,
we just
sir.
talked about this. Especially when it's 2-2. You don't lose anything if you get broken, right? You just get sent back to neutral, and he's not at such a life deficit where it's all or nothing.
Yeah, I mean, it was a tied game. It was both, down to the brink. You've got it.
Right.
Take it and run with it and let him make the mistake. But
this is what's so great about the combo system in this game. It gets criticized sometimes. Oh, you're just guessing. Oh, it's rock paper scissors, which doesn't even make sense, by the way. But what happens is then it comes back to you, right? It comes back to you in that, okay, he's guest breaking a ton. I'm going to counter break, but that's part of the mix-up. It's like I'm breaking so much that I've conditioned you at this final moment of the final game to counter break. And that's really a beautiful thing that you just don't see in a lot of other games, right? He has the advantage. He has the hit confirm. He's about to win, and he gives it all up on a read.
Yeah, on a read. A read that is made out of fear.
Yeah, exactly. It's almost like a conditioning, right? He's almost been conditioned by the break so much that he didn't really think about it too much. He just kind of did it. He's like, I feel that there's a break coming, and I'm going to counter break. And that's where I think sometimes KI requires such like high-level thinking of, I'm in the combo and I have to stop and be very present of what I'm doing and not just react and not just act on my own instincts, but actually stop and think and like, don't let yourself counter break here, or don't let yourself break here because it could cost you the game. We've seen that, twice already, where the whole set was lost to a failed counter break.
They sell the whole set.
Whole and the risk reward is not in your favor. If you're wrong, you lose. If you're not wrong, you just get sent back to neutral. And there was no life. The life was pretty much even. But getting into the
grand finals, man.
Grand finals. There's the Mira pick.
Oh, he finally did it.
Saving it for the end. I don't know. Is that a Yoo-hoo? What's this guy drinking?
I think that's one of those. It's a Red Bull.
Oh, it's a Red Bull.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
natural.
What's the yellow one? The citrus one?
It's got to be. Yeah, maybe lemon. That'd be kind of gross, right?
Yeah, I don't know if that'd be good for Red Bull.
I don't want a lemon river. That's disgusting.
Citrus is fine. All right.
So yeah, this is crazy. Menzo in grand finals. I mean, this is just nuts. This is something I don't think anybody would have expected to see, but he's here now. I like the early counter breaker attempts.
They're both going for it.
Yeah, and with Mira, if you're right, you've almost won the game. Like the life lead at that point is so great. And if you're wrong, not a big deal against a character like Rash this early on.
Yeah, especially with no meter, nothing's been established yet.
I like
Great
it.
counter breaker.
Both of these guys are crazy breakers. They're psychic breakers. They're going to break until you make them stop, so I like it. We've seen like 4 counter breakers already.
Good missed, and he's going to get that health back.
See what the mix-up here is? Oh, he misses the recap, and that should be life bar.
Throw a boot.
Yeah, he didn't need to do any hits there. The bike is not breakable.
Yeah, and the bike would have killed anyway. He didn't have to do anything. Shouldn't have gave him that chance.
Oh, wow, that's interesting. Mix up, good block.
I like this pressure. That was a real block streak.
Oh, wow. So no punish on the failed shadow counter.
All right, Nicky is putting on some pressure here, trying to close this out. Oh, missed the jabs. Okay, good evasion.
Yeah, but he's spending a lot of his health just to get out of there. That is the heavy drill. That eats up a good amount of health.
Ooh, I like that anti-air.
Oh, the armor saving here. Good confirm.
Okay, dropped into the ground. He needed that.
Yep. He's going to recapture here? No, he doesn't want to risk the break.
Oh,
I like it.
He's in a bad spot. Menzo getting hit with the wall splat. Reset.
Same side. This could be the end here. One hit, maybe.
Oh, what are we getting?
Yeah, you know he's going to break. Yeah. He does not care.
Had to, yeah.
Good break. Cross up. Is the bike coming? Yeah, good block.
That was really good blocks, but a great backdash.
Risky backdash with
Oh!
Okay. So look, I mean, I don't want to be cute here, but Nicky's in winners.
You can kind of sell that, just gonna give it away.
He's gonna do his thing here. I don't think we're gonna see Nicky get serious until he's in losers. If he gets there.
If he gets there.
Yeah. So a lot of the craziness, like the early counter breakers, I feel like there's not a lot to lose there. You're in winners. You are sort of the favorite to win this.
Yeah. And
you generally have the better character as well.
True. Yeah, he did do a lot of things in that match that he didn't have to do.
Yeah, I mean, he was being pretty liberal with his health. For those that don't know, Mira spends some of her health that is recoverable. You just saw that there with certain command grabs. But she has really good moves that cost her some of her health. He was making use of a lot of those just to get out of the situation. I mean, you're seeing Mira's damage output in action.
Oh, yeah.
That was really good evasion of the instinct.
Nicky's playing that, like, let's get it over with playstyle.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, he's a winners. He's playing a really high damage character. He definitely thinks he's the better player, and he might be. I mean, we saw them play earlier, right?
That is nuts.
That is a good reaction.
No, myself, I didn't know that she could snatch him out of the armor of Wrecking
really?
Ball. I did not know that.
I like the shadow counter attempt, but I'd rather see him being poking out of the tongue like the Chronicle was doing.
Yeah.
He just might not be accustomed to the matchup.
That was a very good attempt on the counter break, just a little too late.
It's a little
Flipped
wild,
him
but
on
it
the head.
works.
Yeah.
This could go south for Nicky again very quickly. I mean, he's in the lead, obviously, here, right? And he has instinct and he has meter, but if he gets crazy with stuff again, he might just put himself in a bad spot. I mean, a lot of that stuff last game that cost him the game, he did to himself.
Yeah.
So this could be instant, yeah.
No, that could have been game.
Yeah, it could have been ultra, but he missed it. Yeah. What's the mix-up? I like the evasion.
Right. I'm calling this one quits. This is over with.
Yeah, he's getting a little scrambly at this point.
Yeah, there was no way.
But you can see the gray health was built up. There really didn't need to be a lot from Rash there if he had a bit more health to work with during the earlier parts of the round.
Mm-hmm. A nice cash out into a wall splat and then a reset. He could have got that.
I thought, a couple of like heavy overheads would have been in there.
Yeah.
I like this. Nicky's like, man, this guy's nuts. And Menzo's like, dude, this guy's nuts. These are probably two of the nuttiest players in Killer Instinct, but they're good, man. And like, I mean, nutty is, people might think that's said in a bad way, but it's not. I mean, everything they're doing is controlled. Everything they're doing is controlled and well calculated and well rehearsed. None of this is just, let me just try this thing out. Craziness in this regard just means just make use of your tool set. And we just learned the yellow is tropical.
Tropical flavor.
Tropical Red Bull, not lemon, like I thought.
What is the taste of tropical?
Probably like fruit punch, I guess?
Fruit punch, yeah.
I like it. I like it.
I was not mad at that.
If he was right, man, that would have been a lot of damage. A counter breaker with Mira is like optimally 70 to 80%.
70 to 80 free.
Okay, I like the pressure here. This is a tough spot. Mira can put you in some pretty nutty left-right mix-ups here if done correctly.
I like the side switch.
Yeah, I like that a lot. Good awareness. Rash really shines in the corner.
When he's doing those combos and he just keeps it going, and he's already only going to get about 12 to 13%, just let it go.
Yeah.
Just end it and get your position that you already created for yourself.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so here's the bike. Nicky has shown that he knows how to deal with it using Mist, but Mist is expensive when it comes to health. Yeah, that was a punish, but he missed it. Nice, got the mix-up.
He used that tech for you, Paul.
Oh, the bike shimmy?
Yeah.
Oh, I love it.
The fidget bike.
I'll
take it. Yeah. I'll take it.
Yeah, and again, it's like we were saying earlier. I mean, I think Nicky is mostly doing this to himself, but I don't think he cares. He's sort of just having fun with it right now because he's in winners. The really interesting thing will be to see if he stops playing this way if the bracket gets reset.
Yeah.
Because right now, Menzo.
What if the bracket gets reset and then he changes his playstyle and it causes him to lose a game?
Yeah, right, exactly. That's what I'm saying is like if he doesn't. This is very one-sided. I don't think Nicky cares. I'm not sure he's taking it seriously or something. Or he's just having fun with it. Or maybe he's never fought Rash before.
Yeah, what if Rash is just blowing his mind right now?
You can't just fight this character, right? You can't be a KI player and be like, I've never trained against this character. I don't know what to do. I don't know the frames. I don't know the tech, and just fight him and outplay. You can't.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't work that way. You have to know.
You've got to have some sort of matchup knowledge.
But I personally think Mira loses to... Mira's generally a better character, like, tier list-wise, but I think she does kind of lose to Rash. I've heard people say that. I also kind of agree with that, having played Mira for a while.
Okay.
Because I mean, we saw Nicky do work with Fulgore, right? So it might just be a matchup thing. Okay, I like it.
Oh no,
that was a little.
I didn't like the Shadow Ram's head. I didn't like that. Well, I think he thought he was gonna throw bats on him after that cash out. But
yeah, but you can react to that.
Yeah, exactly. There's
a lot of recovery on that projectile. That is not going to work.
No, sir.
Yeah, see, Nicky doesn't counter poke like the Chronicle is. He relies more on shadow counters, which don't always work against Rash in that situation.
Yeah. That's a good punish on the raw heavy kick there.
So I'm shadow counter again, but yeah, no worries.
Oh, this is confirmed.
I like it.
Oh, man. He said, this pressure ain't over yet, buddy.
-2 into DP is just a scumbag. You're a scumbag if you do that, especially when you're in a life deficit. You are just a scumbag. But that's what you got to do sometimes.
It makes sense,
the
man.
mist is in. It's going to cause some potential damage if we can get it out again. Yeah, he's just trying to lock him down with the mist. Or with the shadow bat so we can do this, but didn't get it.
He didn't want any part of it. Jumps clean out of it and ate that bat, too.
I like that
I
anti-air.
am loving that anti-air.
He's not getting anything out of it because it just recovers health and he already had full health, but it just stops the option. Which I really like. Yeah. I missed the shadow counter.
Wow. That was a good poke.
Yeah.
But Menzo has a chance here. No, he
Not gonna
doesn't.
get you. No opportunity for chip there.
Is he going to do it? I knew it.
Oh. Not my favorite ultimate, I will say.
Oh,
I don't think Nicky's feeling it either.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's some sarcasm we heard right there.
But pretty cool nonetheless. It's cool that you have that option.
Yeah,
Like if that was done to me, like I stopped competing in this game before ultimates were a thing. But
Yeah.
if I got hit with one of those in tournament, it's bad enough to get supreme, right? And it's bad enough to like get full ultra, but getting ultimated in, I don't know.
It's not a good feeling.
I'd be pretty upset.
Get your blood pumping. All right, all right. Taking that breather right quick.
So is Menzo checking his notes?
He's texting Aphex right now.
But yeah. What do I do? Go nuts. Okay.
Already ahead of you, bud.
I'm doing that. So this is it, right? It's 2-1? This is...
No, that's 2-2.
Oh, it's 2-2?
Mhm.
Okay. I missed a game.
Yeah, it should be. I hope I'm not. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, okay, cool. I would love to see Menzo reset this, and I'd love to see what Nicky's response to that is. 'Cause again, I think he's playing a little disrespectful. I think he's just kind of doing whatever he wants.
Yeah.
And I like that Menzo is keeping up with it and saying, like, yeah, you're going to have to try a little bit more than that.
Yeah, yeah.
Or maybe pick your other character. Nice.
Oh, yeah, because he did send him to losers.
Yeah, he sent him,
right.
right. They played in Winners Final.
Yeah, yeah.
Nice jump back. Menzo's been doing that a lot. He's been doing that shadow wake up a lot. It's really just not working
he's
out
just
from the past
throwing
few
it out there
tournaments.
instead of reacting to the bat throw.
Yeah, exactly. And that's right. He's anticipating it, and he doesn't have to. Okay, we got a good jump in. No break. I didn't expect a break there. There'll probably be one like right here. Okay. I think that was an accidental reset.
Yeah.
Or overhead, maybe. Nicky, there's not much that Nicky needs to do, right? There are only two threats here. It's really the overhead and the grab. The grab is whatever at this point, though with the bike, the grab does cause a recap, so it is a little scarier when it's an instinct. But I like Nicky's play there. There's really no reason to do anything. Just block it out until the instinct's over. And now, look at this. He's right back at it.
Yeah, he didn't have to fight back on that at all.
Yeah, Menzo's just I think Menzo might have given up. He's getting a little antsy on wake up.
40% health away from being the 2017 SCR champ.
Yeah, I think this is it. Yeah, why not go for the counter breaker just to drive it home?
Yeah.
I don't think there's much Menzo can do here.
All right, Menzo. Okay, just get it over with. Save your instinct. Okay, let's see if Menzo can keep this from happening.
If he makes this comeback, I mean, he's the greatest of all time, but I don't think he's going to do it. I don't think he can do it. I'd love to see it happen. I want to see this man win this tournament.
Okay, there goes the break. What's happening on the wake up? What a shadow
Good
counter.
shadow counter.
Okay. I
stuff,
like
yeah.
it.
I like that he changed up his combos. Remember, he's being so predictable with the lights and getting broken so much. I like that at this point he's changing it up. That's really good awareness, man, at this point in the game to be able to change stuff.
Hey, I think
it happening?
I think he's about to be the greatest of all time. No!
No!
One button. Oh!
Well, you know.
Nick.
Killer Instinct champion. Give it up for Circa Nicky!
So congratulations to Circa Nicky. He takes it. I mean,
Top 3
convincingly, I don't know if I would say that. I think he was playing disrespectfully, and I think that Menzo checked him on that.
Yeah.
So